I knew it was right when you broke into my life. Never let me down, never let me say goodbye.
The Morning Invasion.
I suppose we should get going.
Yeah!
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody. Good morning. What's going on? Welcome to the show. All right, everybody. It's Monday.
They're back.
That's right. Hello. What's going on?
Hi.
They followed us from the pizza party on Friday.
Yeah.
They won't leave us. Hey,
Thank
shout
you.
out to everybody. Came out to Village Pizza on Friday. Starmy was there. It was packed. It was awesome. I had anxiety the whole time.
You did.
And a couple Starmy members called me out. A couple Starmy members called me out. They're like, wow, you look super uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, seriously, man? Like, do I really? Oh. I was trying my best to look like I was having a good time, but I was just like, oh my gosh, so many people. It's getting crowded in here. Oh my gosh, pizza. Oh man, Village Pizza, shout out to them because
Yeah, dude.
they were working hard, man.
Yeah.
They probably made 1,000 pizzas. Seriously.
Seriously, we were, you're heading into it and you're going, well, it's lunchtime, and a lot of people were saying, oh man, I'm not going to be able to make it during lunchtime, and we're like, let's plan for like 100 people. 100 people seems like a good,
Right.
Maybe
5,000 people showed up, guys.
maybe 100, who knows? Maybe 9 people will show up, but if it goes well, maybe 100.
Yeah, you never know how these things will turn out, especially during the week, and not everybody can make it. So, but man, there was a ton of people.
Yeah, we broke 100 in the first like 20 minutes,
Right?
and I'm going, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
But it was good.
It was great.
This is amazing.
Dude.
Village Pizza, seriously.
At one point, our friend Clopez, he came in with his Village people. I would have been happy just if the Clopez family showed up.
I know,
because
right?
there's so many
It's
of
like
them.
10 of them.
And he, at one point, went in the back and started washing dishes.
Yep.
What? How crazy and amazing is that?
I loved it. It was incredible to see. You know it's a good turnout when like a restaurant literally runs out of plates.
Yeah.
We had to like break out paper plates. Like
That poor dishwasher, he didn't know what
so
to
we
do.
had friends going back there helping wash dishes. I got my new Village Pizza shirt back there.
Nice.
Love it.
Looks
We're
good.
adding to the local wall, guys.
It's a local wall, guys.
We got Astro Zombies Comic Shop. We got New Mexico United, the new soccer program here in
Yep.
Albuquerque. And we need more. We want you guys to
Yeah.
send us stuff. What should we add to the local wall?
I don't know, man. Starmy, send us some stuff. Drop off some stuff. You have a business. We'll add it to the local wall.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, man. It was a good weekend. How's everybody's weekend? Let's see. Anything happened this weekend? Not really.
I completely nicked my beard, which is why Dento just chimed in and said, I didn't know Dex and Steve-O had handsome younger brothers.
I know. We look so good today. We look really good. We look so young.
I didn't know you were going to shave.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
I wasn't planning on it. I was trimming my beard last night because I realized after we filmed in the sauna on Saturday that it's pretty grizzled. And so I was like, I better trim this back. And I went, and it's cool now. I got it down to I just trimmed it and it was like, when it was like a little too much. So then you're like, I'm going to try and even it out. and went shorter on this side, and I was like, dang it.
Ugh, fail.
I'm not good at that.
Well,
Dudes shouldn't have to learn how to trim things like that.
Mm.
So
sorry,
I
man.
just had to take it off and start over.
Well,
So
maybe
I'm starting over.
maybe Bill could teach you how to do it. You know?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I never had a dad.
I know. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, but I was
just
thinking
wish
it.
I had someone to teach me those things.
Yeah.
But is that really a dad thing? Like, I'm a dad now. I don't know that I can teach my boys
Now that
this.
you said that, I don't think I've taught my kids how to shave.
Right.
I feel like that's just something they got to just do on their own. They got to figure it out. It's like, here's your razor blade. You know,
Yeah.
use soap. Good luck. See you later. Come get me if you start bleeding. Yeah, I'm bummed. My beard is getting so white.
Yeah, just keep it off.
I think I'm not going to grow it out anymore. I'm so insecure.
Stop it.
I'm-
It's a sign of maturity.
I should not be this insecure.
You shouldn't.
And like my hair, I'm balding, so I'm losing patches of my hair. And I'm turning white. I can't handle it
Hey,
anymore.
if it makes you feel better, nobody remembers that.
Ah,
I'm being serious.
I know, and that's the thing. I'm the only one that's freaking out about it. Nobody else cares.
On Saturday, so Friday night, I got to take my wife out for our anniversary. We ended up, I surprised her with a night at Hotel Chaco, this like 5-star hotel here, which, wow. So did that. And then Saturday morning, we're supposed to film for our Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, our sauna show, which if you haven't seen that, please get over there and subscribe to our YouTube. Saturday was monstrous.
It'll be canceled in the first week.
We had Jeremiah Bitsui on from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yeah, box cutter, Victor, box cutter.
It was seriously,
awesome.
I mean, it was phenomenal. Well, I woke up and realized, oh no, I don't have hair stuff.
Oh no.
I gotta look good. I didn't pack any of that because it was like an impromptu, like let's get out of here and sneak away for a night. And she goes, who cares? Just call Dex, ask him to bring hair stuff.
Oh,
and I said,
my gosh.
Christy, that is so insensitive. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Dex doesn't have hair.
I love you, Christy.
And she was like, oh my gosh, right. I forgot.
I've shaved my head for like 10 years now.
Yeah. So nobody remembers. Nobody knows you're balding.
It's great.
Nobody knows.
It's because I always wear a hat because I'm so insecure about it.
I mean, I don't know. See, Jessica says, you look good, Dex. I like it.
Oh, well, thanks.
Like the
Jessica.
gray.
Jessica's always so sweet. She always is encouraging me and, flirting with me
Casey
and
says,
stuff. What?
don't worry. Y'all look good. Don't sweat the small stuff, Dex.
Yeah, so we got to film on Saturday, and episode 2 I think is going to be really good.
No, she wasn't talking about the show.
Oh,
She was just telling you not to sweat the small stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. You guys can
Yes.
hang out. Just search Star 88 FM on Facebook or YouTube and subscribe and like our page. You can also give us a call. Phone lines are open at 505-338-3700. And if you'd like, you can text in. Please don't text and drive. What's that number, Steve-O?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. Multiple people chiming in to talk to you, bro. One said, own it, Dex. You're cool. Who cares if your hair's gray?
Yeah, but that doesn't make
Somebody
it better.
else said, dude, Dex, on men, it looks distinguished. Own it.
Yeah, and that's what I keep trying to tell myself, but when I look in the mirror, I just see old man. Oh, it's happening. Life has hit me hard. It's punched me right in the face.
Yeah.
And in the back of the head. And all those little spots that are starting to disappear. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to start bicking my head.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I got little patches missing everywhere.
Okay.
It's terrible.
I think it's because of the stress because you're
Probably.
turning gray.
Yeah.
Just stop stressing.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata, bro.
So easy, dude.
What a wonderful phrase.
It's not the
That was
circle of
way
life.
too quick.
It's
That
not
was-
the circle
How do
of
you
life.
have the Lion King like on ready?
I have everything on ready at
That's
all
true.
times.
That is
Somebody
so
else.
true.
I got to hang out with our good friend Joe Hawk this weekend.
I know. Sweet invite, bro.
Yeah, he just wanted to hang out with me.
That's
It's cool.
cool.
It's cool, bro. God, what was I going with the story?
Yeah, circle of life.
he goes-
Everything on ready.
He
Come on.
goes,
I believe in you.
man, how do you do that? How are you so quick? You're so great at that. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, like a what do they call him? Virtuoso. What do they call him? help me here. Virtuoso. How do you say it?
Yeah.
Virtuoso.
Nailed it.
Pianist.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Who are like, I'm like that with radio. It's
Okay.
like, you know, I have this mind. It's like I can think it and it, boom, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
But I just told him, like, the secret is you just get drops that go with anything you talk about. And you could just literally hit anything and it goes with whatever you talk about.
Like, for instance, I could have been talking about a death.
Yeah.
And you still would have hit circle.
Yeah.
of life.
What is with you?
See, it goes right with what you just said. Give me something else.
Because I was like mocking death?
Yeah.
I wasn't really mocking death.
Sorry about that.
See?
Yeah.
It goes.
He's not even looking, guys.
I'm not even. I just hit a button and
Just
it.
pressing random
Yeah.
buttons.
Seriously.
So really the computer is the
Yeah.
one we should be
Good
thanking.
morning.
Oh, good morning.
I'm here in the four-poster bed with the 2 poodles
Oh.
and the cat.
Well, that's weird. See, you thought somebody called in on the show.
Oh, you
I
are
saw
a
the
virtuoso.
strawberry
Oh.
stuff coming out, and I took that up with my finger, and then I took a corner off,
I know.
and
hmm
from there I ate the whole thing.
I know, Grandma. I know you did. It's okay. You're close to death. Just enjoy your life, your last few days. Okay, last few days. Oh, I missed that drop. I need to. see that one.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, what else did we want to talk about to kick off the show? There was something else I wanted to talk about that we happened this weekend that I can't remember what happened this weekend.
I mean,
so
I had to
guess I'll have
take out.
wait.
I had to
Should
take
write
out a
it
bunch of
down.
teenagers to a movie.
Oh, good.
There's something.
You're not. I can't believe you took them to see Halloween.
No, shut up.
Did you have the parents sign off on that?
No, I did not. But the funny thing is, a couple of the old friends. It was my son's 15th birthday. And I'm like, Jack, we can do anything you want. What do you want to do? And he's like, I want to go see a movie, and then I want to hit up Wings in the parking lot. And I'm like, okay. All right, we can do this. And, of course, Chrissy's like, well, you're the dad. You're the dude. You do all this. So it was me and a bunch of teenagers going to the movies, and I guess I forgot what it was like being a teenager because I have a rule in the Jeter house. Hey, you guys, during whatever, cool, man. Lights go down.
Mm-hmm.
You shut your trap, and we watch a movie.
Right.
Every joke, every moment, everything. In fact, for reasons apart from the film,
Mm-hmm.
it was just like, oh, man. Blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
And I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why am I here? It was reserved seating, so I had to sit by him.
Oh gosh.
No.
Yeah, same.
It was great.
No,
They were-
I'm
they
glad
were
you
great.
brought that up because the last time, that's a normal thing. The last time I took Landon for Landon's birthday this year, I took him and 4 of his friends.
Okay.
Oh my! I thought we were gonna get kicked out of the theater at
Yeah.
one point because they were every time we went and saw a really stupid movie. I mean, just the dumbest movie. I would have walked out of.
Beauty and the Beast.
It was Beauty and the Beast, guys.
So
No,
bad.
it wasn't Beauty and the Beast. And no joke, they were laughing and they were trying to do punchlines to like, they were trying to make up their own jokes. And there was people in front of us,
Right.
And they weren't saying anything because
Yeah.
the movie was bad. I think the kids actually made the movie better because at one point even the audience was laughing at some of the kids' jokes. But my son and his friends were sitting there just like yelling.
Nothing is sacred.
Yeah, and I'm just going, shut up.
You're in a movie.
Yeah, when they're with their friends, you can't control
It was
that.
like, what?
Just let them let
What
them
has
be.
I did? I let it happen.
Yeah.
They ruined every preview.
Yeah.
They were, and half the movie,
Mm-hmm.
they had a great time. No, it was fun. But then afterwards, I was like, what have I gotten myself into? Because I'm like in the middle of the movie realizing this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
I now have to take them over to B-Dubs.
Oh, my
And-
gosh.
And wait, it's Sunday. It's like Sunday. See?
circle of
Because I
life.
was that young child. See,
Yep.
and now as an adult, I am reaping what I sowed as a teenager. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
Well, here's the thing. Are you
Oh.
ever going to allow the kids to go to a movie with all their friends? Are you ever going to allow that again? Because I'm not going to allow that anymore.
You mean without me or
no,
with me?
I'm just
ever.
it's
in-
off the table. If you
just
ever
like,
had
nope.
any of the kids ask, hey, for my
No, 'cause
birthday,
you're a
I want to
movie
take my
ruiner.
friends to see blah, blah, blah. No, nope, not going to happen.
Listen, I remember being a child and asking my mom to take me and my friends to see Short Circuit 2.
Oh, my
because
gosh, you're so old.
Johnny Five is alive.
Short Circuit 2.
I was like 9, bro.
He saw it in the theaters.
I saw it in the theater. What, you didn't see Short Circuit 2 in the theater?
I'm not that old.
Oh, okay.
You know?
And I remember afterwards my mom like not being the stokedest. So I kind of feel like I need to call her and go, I got you, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Apologize. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry I did
put
that
you through
to
that. You were probably like,
I was 10.
throwing things on the people in front of you, chucking popcorn, spilling your drink, spit wads. I did all that too.
Yeah, see, they were very respectful. They were very respectful.
Man, those movies.
If anything, they're just very intelligent as well. My son, they go to the Albuquerque Institute for Mathematics and Science, so they're all like pre-engineer kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're watching this movie, and there were a few things that were just slightly implausible because it's a comic book film, and it was like
this is not accurate.
and I'm
Mr.
going,
Jeter. Mr. Jeter, this would not happen in real life. This is not.
None of them talk like that. They're
This is
actually
not
way
real.
cooler than that. The funny thing is, here's the funny part. Afterwards, they're like, let's go play football at the park. And I'm like, all these nerd school kids want to go play football at the park. And it was like, well, actually, sir, I'm a brown belt in karate.
Yeah.
This one's a national champion at this and that.
Yeah, right.
Jackson's like national archery guy. Like they're all
They could all
like,
take you out.
Our boy Aiden, one of Jack's friends, plays for the Hooligans hockey program and the La Cueva hockey program.
Yeah.
They're all like super jocks. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know how to reconcile this because you all go to a nerd school, but they were like, and then I didn't want to play football with them because all of us old guys were like, oh, yeah. I lasted 3 plays. My back hurts. You know, you guys just have fun. I don't want to show you up too much. I'm going to go get the cake ready. Oh! Thanks, studio audience.
You're so old, man.
I am.
You're so old.
I am. That was
It'll
my
be
weekend.
okay.
They're
Good,
all
man.
incredible. It was amazing. It was amazing. So
I'm just excited to see Chrissy throw down on you because you weren't allowed to talk about it, and you did. So, I mean, you're going to be in the doghouse.
I'm going to be in the
tonight.
doghouse. Well, I didn't talk about what I mean.
Oh, is there more?
No.
Are you going to share coming up?
No.
Okay.
Never.
Probably.
They're all incredibly cool kids, actually.
Good, man. That's good. All right, we got to take a quick break, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the show. It's Monday. You guys ready for a new week? It's going to be beautiful on 505. It's going to be beautiful. Big shout out, eh? We're going to talk about the health benefits of pumpkins. Yes, that's right. I had no idea how good pumpkin was for you.
Oh.
I didn't know they had a bunch of health benefits.
I need this. I inhaled entirely too much pumpkin pie over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You know how parents, we always kind of get on the parents for not being parents
Yes.
and not disciplining their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to talk about this last week. We never had a chance to. There's a video that went viral of a mom who chased down her child. This kid, I think he was a teenager. He stole the car, the parents' car. Mom tracks down her son, and, well, we'll tell you when we come back what happened, because, yeah, parents need to be stepping up.
Mm-hmm.
505-338-3700. Give us a call when we come back. Text into the show. Hit us up on Facebook and YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. We'll be right back. Hang out.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
Could I just tell you that Jesus believed in the total depravity of man? You say, Pastor, I don't believe that. Where did that come from? Well, the reason people don't believe in the total depravity of man is because most of the time they think that means that every man is as evil as every man could be. That's not true. That's not what total depravity is. Total depravity isn't being as bad as you could be. Thank God for that. But total depravity means that in every part of every man's life, evil resides. That every one of us have the disease of sin, and it has affected us in every part of life. If you just look at the list, you will see it has to do with sexual attitudes. It has to do with pride and envy. It has to do with evil thoughts. Every part of every man has been affected by the cancer of sin. And we all have the disease, and it has affected us in every part of our life. Whether we like it or not, it's the truth.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
Everybody wants time. They think it's a diamond. Oh, you never need likes to feel like somebody. And you never need hearts to live like a king. Oh, child, why you young? You gotta take your time. You gotta take your time. You gotta feel yourself in the moment. Feel yourself in the moment. Oh, child, why you young? You gotta take your time. You gotta take your time. You gotta feel yourself in the rhythm. 'Cause this world it's a broken love. It's a broken love. It's a broken love. It's a broken love. If you ever feel small or think you're nobody, you won't need to chase stars to have a reason to dance. So dance, don't know the river down to the clouds, and any moment they'll be open just to pull you down. You gotta hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, child, why you young? You gotta take your time. You gotta take your time and feel yourself in the moment. Feel yourself in the moment. Oh, child, why you young? You gotta take your time. You gotta take your time and feel yourself in the rhythm. 'Cause this world it's a broken love. It's a broken love. It's a broken love. It's a broken love. Ooh, child, you were meant to run wild. 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 I see you and me dancing on the street, running through the middle of this broken love. Just you and I, moving through the night, caught up in the middle of this broken love. I see you and me singing through the street, running through the middle of this broken love. Just you and I, flying through the night, caught up in the middle of this broken It's a broken love. It's a broken love. It's a broken love. It's a broken love.
Resistance is not necessarily a sign that you're out of God's will. Resistance is often a sign that you're doing exactly what God called you to do.
Need some divine direction? Here's Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
So many people, whenever things get tough, they start to think, well, God must not be in on this. When do you think your enemy attacks? Is it when you're not doing anything for the glory of God? No, your enemy attacks when you are. Resistance is not necessarily a sign that you're out of God's will. Resistance is often a sign that you're doing exactly what God called you to do. Feel that. Let me say it again. Let it soak in. Let it soak in. Just because things aren't going right doesn't necessarily mean you're out of God's will. Whenever you're being attacked, that may be a direct indication that you're doing exactly what it is that God called you to do. The struggle that you're having today is developing the spiritual strength that you need tomorrow. Trust God's process. Trust God's process.
Now that's a PowerPoint with Craig Rochelle on Star 88. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
There they are, on porches and doorsteps. Ceramic, foam plastic, and Rubbermaid jack-o'-lanterns. Made from durable polyresins with light bulbs on the inside. Introducing real pumpkins. That's right, get your kids the real deal. Hand them super sharp carving knives with serrated edges. Cut off the top and scoop out the slimy pumpkin seed guts on newspaper on your kitchen table. Pumpkin rind under your fingernails. Slicing out primitive triangle eyes. And lit with a real candle that burns the hole on the lid. Then the whole thing gets moldy and decomposes before Halloween. Real jack-o'-lanterns.
Real.
Brought to you by Tradition. And brought to you by people who still hand out apples to trick-or-treaters.
And we're back. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. I just wish that we had more Christianity, and I don't know. I think this world is crazy. I'll tell you, since I'm talking to you, I'll try to say this. The Morning Invasion is my favorite place. It is my antidepressant. I wake up very upset in the morning, and you guys make me laugh and cheer me up and help me get into a better mood so I'm in a better day so that I can be the smiley Jacinta I'm supposed to be.
They're the best promo ever.
Best thing I've ever
That's
heard.
the best promo we've ever got.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We love you so much.
I'll tell you. You want to know how I found out? I lost my TV. I want TV back. I'm tired
Steve-O
of it.
has an extra one.
But I didn't have TV, and I was all upset. And I was like, oh, no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I turned on you guys and heard the show start, and I was, like, laughing. I thought it was so funny. And then I was eating my breakfast, and Teo grossed me out because he found poop on the floor.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know why I work in daycare, and I'm used to changing diapers, but I'm not. I was grossed out. I miss Teo. I wish I could hear all the
I miss him too. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful
anyway,
man.
That's how I found you guys.
He's beautiful. I get it. I love you so much. You know that. You know that.
I love you guys. I can't wait to meet you.
I can't wait to meet you too.
Testimony somehow. But anyway, I usually always smile. And I have short blonde brown hair, and I would love to see you, and I can't wait to meet you.
Love you.
And I hope to get less nervous so I can talk more to you. But anyway,
you're doing an amazing job.
Goodbye.
You call us
Amazing job
anytime.
talking.
All right. We'll see you
thanks
later.
for the call.
Bye-bye
Okay,
now.
Bye.
Bye.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
By the thousands, footsore Central American migrants have crossed into Mexico, heading towards the U.S. But President Trump vowing that if Mexican authorities don't stop them, he will.
We're calling up the military, not the Guard. We're calling up the military.
The ever-shifting story from the Saudis changing again. After first saying Khashoggi died in a fistfight, the Saudi official now making a stunning new claim. One of the accused suspects placed him in a chokehold position. He died as a result.
Police in Georgia are on the desperate hunt to find a man suspected of killing an officer outside of Atlanta.
Comedian Amy Schumer, I personally told my reps I wouldn't do a Super Bowl commercial this year. Hitting the NFL with the advertisers is the only way to really hurt them.
The emergency scene at a college off-campus party following a floor collapse. The chaotic movement caught on camera, the floor giving way.
Halloween is #1 at the box office with a $77.5 million debut.
The Dodgers have won the pennant. Back to the World Series they go as they take Game 7 here in Milwaukee.
Excited for the World Series, bro?
Yes.
Is it going to be a good one?
It is the first time the Dodgers and the Red Sox are facing each other since 1916. The pitcher for the Red Sox, Babe Ruth. It's been 102 years since those teams played each other in a World Series.
Wow. That's cool.
And they're two very historic ballparks.
Nice.
I'm stoked on it. I know some people are just like, ugh, whatever, bro. My buddy Thickpin out in New York, he's not the happiest.
Yeah.
It's like the NBA every year in the finals, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty stoked on it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be amazing.
Why can't you just be happy? Huh? Just be happy. It's going to be a beautiful day. Welcome to the show, everybody. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. You guys can hang out with us. Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
We're live right now. You can download the app. Thank you to everybody who came out to Village Pizza on Friday for lunch. We packed the place. And, yeah, a lot of people listen to the show every morning through the app. So thank you very much.
Remember, the Stormy chimed in and said, hey, I was working in Santa Fe on Friday. How'd the pizza party turn out?
You're dead to me.
Okay.
You didn't make it, you're dead to me.
No,
okay?
It was amazing. We're going to have to do that again.
You guys don't. We'll never do it again. Ever.
200 people crammed into a, yeah.
Well, I guess maybe
little pizza shop over the course of 2 hours.
Maybe if we reach 10,000 downloads, maybe we do another one.
That's a really swell idea.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to tell everybody about the app, and we'll talk to our people today, and we'll figure out a good goal that we need to reach. But I don't know. I think 10,000. Since we did 5, we should do 10. You know, I mean, we can do that. We can accomplish that.
Mm-hmm.
Phone lines are open 505-338-3700. Mega Millions has the biggest jackpot in the history of America. Guys, someone's going to be a billionaire.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
Weird.
$1.6 billion is what Mega Millions is up to.
But shouldn't that also tell people, like, hey, it's not worth it because clearly people keep pouring money into it because they're going to win, and no one's winning.
Somebody will win eventually, Steve.
I mean, eventually.
And you know what? God just wants me to have more money, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. You know, I was disappointed I didn't win this last Mega Millions, but then I'm like, hey, I need more money. I need more. I want to be a billionaire.
Nah.
I've already spent my money. I said,
You're
what?
like, I just know the Lord's going to bless me here, so I'm just going to pre-spend
I've already spent all of it.
$1.6 billion.
I'm going to put $100 million in an account that I can't touch, okay? All right? Then I'm going to take $100 million, and I'm going to try to spend it in 24 hours, and I'm going to hire a film crew to follow me around, and I'm going to make a YouTube show out of it, a reality show, where it's like Brewster's Millions. Remember that?
Yes.
I'm going to try to spend $1 billion in 24 hours and see if I can do it. And then I'm going to give everything away, okay? Or I'll destroy all of it. I'm not sure which one yet. I might destroy everything. Everything I buy, I just destroy.
Wow.
But then I also want to take $1 billion and buy things and destroy it. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll take another $1 billion and then I'll just destroy all of it.
Yeah, that's not. You don't have that much. So you're already you're already overspending.
No, I'm not. I still have $700 billion after all of that said and done.
Billion?
Yeah, or million.
You mean million.
Sorry.
I'm like
$700 million.
Oh man, I couldn't even buy the Raiders with that kind of money.
Oh wow.
The Raiders are worth $2.1 billion.
Ugh, they're that much?
Dang it. I was like, what would I do? I'd buy a professional sports team.
Buy the Browns. How much are the Browns?
Oh,
they got to be
find
worth
out.
like $100 grand or something, right? Buy the Browns. If they're over it, they can't be over $1 billion, right? Well, I mean, if the Raiders are $2 billion, the Raiders aren't that great.
$1.95 billion.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Nearly $2 billion.
What's the return on your investment with that? I mean, you'd be dead before you saw any return. No way. That's a terrible investment. Gosh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's more?
Checking right now.
Yeah, baseball, football, or
there
basketball.
we go.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, no,
okay.
that was back in. He bought them. Never mind. Their net worth is $1 billion.
Yeah.
The Angels were purchased for $184 million in 2003. Their net worth now is around $1 billion.
What did they sell the UFC for? Wasn't it $2 or $3 billion? Like
Yeah.
I couldn't believe they got that much money for it, but.
$7 billion.
Oh my gosh. Well, now it's worth $7 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. So they
purchased it for $4.25 billion. Yeah.
Wow.
It's now worth $7.
Jeez.
So see, that's it. I mean, they made some money.
Made some money.
$3 billion worth. You guys mocking me. If I win that, I'm buying a professional sports team. Although, actually, I just realized clearly we can't even afford that. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too. You know, I would definitely buy. I'd buy a radio station for sure, and then I was thinking about, okay, well, who would I hire? Would I just hire like some of my favorite radio personalities around the country?
But I mean, we'd do the show, right?
No, I'm sorry, bro. I don't think so, man.
Okay, well.
I don't think I would. I think I would. I don't know, man. I got that reality show where I'm trying to spend the money. I'm busy. I got to travel. I'm going to buy the world, basically. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy the whole world.
Hey, shout out to a friend in Silver City. Chimed in and said, I live in Silver City. Dedicated listener. My sister lives in Albuquerque. I told her to get to the pizza party. She did.
Oh.
She said the pizza was excellent, and she even got to meet you guys. Boom, photo of us.
Great photo. Thank you for
I
sending that in.
remember them. They were really nice.
That's cool. Yeah, send in your photos, guys. Send them in. We'd love to see those. It's fun. It's so great meeting you guys. You know, a lot of you guys chime in every morning on Facebook or YouTube, and we're like a big family, and then we get to see you in person, and it's super awkward. Yeah, I was reading a Facebook. There was a thread in one of the Facebook posts about the pizza party, and some Starmy member was talking about their experience walking in, because they're like, you know, walking into a restaurant thinking, all right, these are people I hang out with every morning.
Yeah.
But wait, I don't know what anybody really looks like. So they walked in, and then they kind of started walking around, and they didn't really know anybody. And then they were looking back at her, and she's like, okay, well, I guess I'll go get some pizza. And she ended up not really talking to anybody because it was super awkward. I would have been the same way if I was in that position. I mean, I was super awkward. It was
Let's
like,
be real.
whoa.
Like, we were expecting it to be fun. We weren't expecting hundreds of people through the door in that amount of time. Like, that was crazy.
Maybe next time we everybody gets a name tag or something. You know?
That's good.
So it's like, oh, okay, there's Paul.
We
Like,
limit it,
oh,
guys.
you're Paul? Oh.
The first 50 through them.
Oh, you're Mark? Oh, wait, Mark, you didn't go. You're dead to me. Where were you, Mark, huh? That was one dude I was really looking forward to meet. I've never met him in person.
Yeah, there was a lot of Facebook people. Met Cruz. She's cool.
Met Cruz. Have I ever
Go
met you, Mark?
Dodgers.
You've ever met Mark in person?
Yeah, a number of times. This weekend we had a barbecue. He was a really nice guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Had a lot of fun.
All right. Well, life's going to be a lot different.
Mark was working, bro.
What?
Duh.
What?
He couldn't be there. He was
Oh,
working.
well, I don't care. You know, we told you weeks in advance about this party. You could have gotten it off.
Carl said it best. No one matches their pictures. He was the first one there.
Yeah, Carl was the first one there.
And
He
was
was
just
all
sitting
alone.
there waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not necessarily true, Carl. I noticed you immediately and walked up and said, hey, Carl. Huh? So you kind of match your picture.
Yeah,
But
a
like,
little
it was so funny, all the Facebook people like walking in, and then it was like, hey, oh yeah. That's you're a little weathered since your Facebook profile picture, but yeah, it's still you. That's good. That's good.
Like, I kind of want to call somebody out right now.
Oh.
And I think I might. I think I might call somebody out because I'm kind of weirded out by it, and I don't understand. And I wanted to say something when I saw this person show up at the party, but then I knew it would be awkward and uncomfortable, and I didn't want to do that to him or her or him. So I'm just going to do it on the air.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
There's a Starmy member that constantly will start following me on Instagram. I'm like, cool, all right. And then a week later, I'll get another request to accept her to follow me again. I'm like, but I just requested her she requested me last week.
Right.
So I approve her, and then 2 weeks later, I get another one.
Wait. But what if it's, that's a scam right now?
But she's the only one. I've never gotten this before.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like I only got my mom. My mom, I've gotten like 3 different friend requests from my mom. Same thing, different account. Like they're like copycat accounts.
You think that's right? I've never gotten anything like that though.
It's a new scam
this has been,
on Facebook.
Because this has been going on for a year.
It's a new scam like a year ago.
Oh, really?
No, but seriously, you might want to check if
I
it's
don't
the same
think that's
person
what it
3
is.
times over.
I don't think it is.
I'm just saying.
Because it happens every week or two.
Yeah.
I have to approve, and I'm going, why does this person keep like unfollowing me and then following me? Is it one of those things where she doesn't like what I'm posting, and then she's like, I'm
gonna give
over
him a third
this
shot.
Oh, and then she's like, well, I want to see.
I think you're getting scammed by a.
Do you think
bot.
I'm getting? Okay, maybe I'm getting scammed by a bot. I'm
Marissa
wondering.
said that's why I didn't go to the pizza party. I would have been alone, and I hate that. You wouldn't have been alone. You're never alone when you have Jesus.
You would have been alone. You would have been alone. It would have been weird. If you have social anxiety, it would have been awkward and weird for you.
Remember the Starmy said, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Steve-O was the only one who talked to me.
What? Why didn't you come up and talk to me?
Oh man, I lost it, and I'm like, where is this one? Somebody else said that they pulled a Dex.
They
I'm
pulled
like,
a
"Nah, I
Dex?
gotta go
Like,
find
what do
it."
you mean?
Oh, Danny, I'm so mad at you.
What'd you do, Danny?
Danny the nanny. I pulled what I call a Dex. I drove through the parking lot, saw how full it was, and drove away.
Yes. I do it all the time.
Jason stopped by for both of us. We met Jason, and he was like, "Did Danny come by?" And I'm like, "No." She said she was coming by. I'm like, "Yeah, she didn't come by."
Yeah, I pulled up.
She pulled a Dex.
Here's how weird I am. I pulled up into the parking lot before it was 11:30.
Yeah.
And the party started at noon. I pulled up. I didn't see anybody I knew, so I waited in the car until somebody got there.
Yeah, and then Heidi and I pulled up, and then
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I can get out now.
Rita said, "I wanted to go, but I didn't want to be weird." Why would it be weird, guys?
It was a
Come
little
on.
weird. I mean, if you have that personality where you just walk into places and you're like, I'm here.
I guess I'm weird, dude. I would have gone even if I had not known a single person because free Village Pizza. It wasn't like, oh, here's your one slice of pizza. They went above and beyond, and every single person that walked through that door with the app got an entire salad bar, buffet, drink, and I'm going, this is crazy. It was incredible.
It was really cool.
Huge shout out to Village Pizza for their support of Star 88. I couldn't believe it.
One of my favorite moments. So we're at the table, and this woman and her kids show up, and Daniel is approving the app. Like, you had to show that you downloaded the app, and so she's like, "Yeah, I listen to you guys every morning on the app." And then she shows Daniel, and Daniel goes, "That's the wrong station." And it was so uncomfortable because this woman goes, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah, that's actually like in another state. Like, there's two like Star 88, so you downloaded the wrong one. So you've been listening." So she goes, "Oh." So she got caught in a lie because she just downloaded it when she got there, because a lot of people had done that. They had never downloaded it until they got to the restaurant. Or she's been listening to the wrong show the whole time.
That is hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's so funny because you're telling your story, as Carl said, I thought it was creepy that some waited in the parking lot, ... Dex. There were people just waiting.
Just waiting. I think that's Steve. Okay, get on.
But Booty had it right. This is the perfect example of the anti-social club's first social club meeting. It was like,
Exactly.
it's a lot of people. A lot of people. So if you missed it, we're sorry. I'm sure we'll do it again at some point in the future.
Yes,
and
maybe.
again, a huge shout out once again to Village Pizza for their support of Star 88.
They were busy.
Yeah, very, very busy.
Yeah,
got
man.
a new Village Pizza shirt on our wall.
Mm-hmm.
Stoked on that.
And they were so kind and so nice. And,
Yeah.
And
shout out to Clopez, our friend and Starmy member who started doing dishes in the back.
Yeah, man.
Because he's like, we got to help him.
Mm-hmm.
Understaffed. Actually, normally staffed for a Friday lunchtime, not staffed for a party that we didn't realize was going to just... Guys, we didn't realize how popular we were. I mean,
no, that's
just
not true.
What? Okay.
Not true. All right, chime in. Be a part of the show. 505. Phone lines are wide open. This video went viral last week. A 14-year-old in Texas named Aaron, he disconnected his mom's Wi-Fi last Friday to disable her security cameras so he could steal her BMW.
Oh, my gosh.
14 years old. It wasn't the first time he's stolen a car. So apparently she uses the cameras to keep tabs on him. One of his friends' parents tipped her off. Then Aaron's older sister went to the house and confirmed the car was gone. So they made a few more calls and figured out he was headed to a girl's house. But before his mom drove there to get the car back, she told his sister she was stopping home to pick her up, and she grabbed the belt. She grabbed her belt.
Yeah.
Okay, this kid's 14 years old, stole mom's BMW. Okay? She goes home, grabs the belt, and then she goes out looking for her son. And in the video, it's her in her car, I think with her daughter, and she drives right up on her son in the BMW and starts just screaming at her kid and like saying, hey, you better pull over right now. Here it is, right here.
Well, he's in so much trouble because him and Isaiah live on the same street.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
so much.
all of a sudden, oh, there's my son on the side of the road.
I just found him.
Call ended.
Pull over now!
She jumps out of her car and then, with the belt, starts whipping her son. Just whipping her son. All caught on camera.
Oh, man.
It's, I was sitting there and I was reading the comments, and I don't think I saw one negative comment. I was surprised. I thought there would be.
I was waiting for the, CYFD to, show up and be like,
I didn't
you're
read
not
any of
allowed
those.
to spank your child.
Pretty much every comment was a positive comment. They were like, see, this is exactly what needs to happen. Kids need to understand that there are consequences to your actions, and when you steal the car, a belt coming your way.
Oh my gosh, this mom is going crazy.
Pull over!
I'm surprised. Honestly, I think what I'm most surprised about is the fact that she she throws off her seatbelt. She grabs the belt. She is running over to the car that is now pulled over on the side of the freeway. Oh,
she just
my
starts
gosh.
whipping her son with the belt.
She opens the door and she doesn't even say a word. She just starts whipping her son. She is spanking that child. He is 14 years old and he stole. Yeah.
I guess some people were criticizing the mom and they were saying that you should never hit your kid. So that's the question. Is it acceptable when you're dealing with criminal activity?
Pat says it's funny. It happened 49 miles up the road in El Paso. My wife read the whole story in her newspaper. Stacy says that woman is awesome.
That's what the majority of the comments that I read, they were very proud of this mom.
And Mark said the sister's with her and laughing. That's who's shooting the video the whole time, and she's just cracking up.
Oh, is that the sister?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is so good, man. I really kind of enjoyed it, because let's face it. Punk kids these days, they think they can get away with anything. Back in our day, let me tell you, our day,
oh man,
I don't know how many times my uncle and aunt, my mom or dad slammed on the brakes. We didn't wear seatbelts back then, so we would almost fly through the windshield. They'd grab us by the back of the neck, they'd throw us out of the car, and they'd start beating us with a belt, a paddle, their hand.
There's still a street right by Hoffmantown Church that every time I go by, I get flashbacks because my mom it was post-church, had it up to here. We were all arguing in the back, and oh man, pulled over to the side street, and she let us have it. So, somebody says you got to beat the stupid out of kids sometimes.
Yeah,
somebody said this mom is a hero.
Yeah, so this isn't the first time this kid has stolen the car. This is the second time he's stolen the car.
He's on the freeway.
He's on the freeway, yeah.
This is crazy. 14 years old, you said?
14. She also grounded him, took away his electronics, including his PlayStation, and took his bedroom door off its hinges. Yeah. So he doesn't have any privacy anymore.
Somebody said Mom of the Year. Woo! Mom of the Year.
Yeah.
Somebody said it's acceptable to hit your kids in discipline, not just to hit them. I got beat a few times as a kid for being dumb. Yeah.
I guess there's also there's a YouTube video of the mom and her son for I guess 25 minutes long, and they're talking about everything afterwards. It's after the video, what happened. So I didn't watch this. I got to watch this later to see. It's a follow-up.
Somebody said the exact same thing happened to me as a teenager. I didn't steal a car, though, but my mom beat me with her purse on Main Street.
Oh, my gosh.
Everybody saw it.
Yeah, did you ever get spanked in public?
Oh, yeah.
That is the most humiliating thing when you're a child. And mom just grabs you and just starts spanking you in front of everybody. All your friends.
Yeah.
All the older ladies that you have crushes on, you're like, oh, no.
Jarrett said, he'd done this before. She obviously didn't hit him hard enough the first time.
Yeah.
Mark says, I got lit up in public plenty of times. The walk and spank, and my mom's holding one hand in the air, my body flailing. Oh, my gosh.
Man alive.
Somebody says, in my opinion, spanking is okay. However, you should never hit your kid in anger. It should be for discipline only. Maybe she should have cooled down a second before she whooped him. Hitting in anger and discipline is the difference. I hear what you're saying, and I agree with that. She was out of her mind mad because she had just tracked him down on the interstate and forced her 14-year-old to pull over their BMW.
His mom's not messing around. I love that she even installed security cameras so she could catch her son. So she knew that the son had stole the car. She probably, GPS, all that. Hey, I'm coming after you. Yeah. I remember being in that situation. I remember ditching school once, and my mom found out about it, and she found out where I was at. And I'll never forget. I'm sitting there watching TV at my grandparents' house because they weren't home, and she came in like it was a NASCAR race. I mean, she pulled in just doing she did like a 360 in the parking lot to show me and I'm here and you're toast, kid. And then she jumps out of the car and I could see the steam coming out of her nose.
Oh, man.
And yeah, I got a whooping.
Yeah.
Yep, I got a whooping.
See, Felicia didn't get spanked in stores, but her mom would pinch the back of their arms.
Oh, my gosh.
If we screamed or teared up, we would get it 10 times worse once we left. My mom had this, Vulcan neck pinch. That was her thing. She didn't have to spank in public. She just did this, neck thing, and it was okay, I'm sorry.
Starman, go ahead. Sorry.
He brings a baby to a party, and the baby starts crying. I mean, come on.
Wait a second.
Thank that kid because they're crying.
No, you can't. No, you don't.
Somebody bring a baby to a party?
No.
We missed the first part. What?
I'm just quoting you, Steve-O.
Oh. What happened?
Wow.
Somebody bring a baby to a party?
Bill's just putting the Brit Momneys on blast now.
Oh, wow.
Well, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny is Dex and I had this conversation this weekend about millennials. And
millennials.
It's all the millennials' fault. Actually, the reason why we're in the situation we're in is because people my age coddled all the millennials.
Amen to that. That's true.
I blame myself.
It's your fault.
Okay,
it's your fault, Bill.
You did this.
See, no, we grew up. Our parents beat us relentlessly. It was wonderful, and we were good people. But there was resentment there that we don't want to do that to our kids. We're going to let everybody get a trophy, and so we created a whole society of privileged kids.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness, Kay stepped up and beat your kids, or your 3 kids would beat. Yeah. See, they're great kids.
Gosh.
The best was when Adam and Matt were little. They always fought because they were close in age, and that was just their thing. They fought all the time. So one time, she dragged them, threw them underneath the picnic table, and stood there with the garden hose and sprayed them until they hugged and made up. It was awesome. It was icy cold water, and they were screaming, and it was wonderful.
We'll
I just sat there and munched on my popcorn.
Right after this.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Love you, Bill. All right, hang out with us. We'll get your phone calls. Check out the video. It's insane. And discipline your kids. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Slater Transfer and Storage is a Star 88 power partner. Slater Transfer and Storage has been family-owned for more than 30 years. They're an Atlas Interstate agent and are certified by the American Moving and Storage Association, moving locally, long-distance, corporate, or even international, and providing local storage. Slater Transfer and Storage is located at 6900 Washington Street in Albuquerque, on the phone at 505-345-8841, and on the web at atlasalb.com.
We all might ask God to work in our lives in specific ways, but do you really believe that God is smarter than you? And do you find yourself wanting to seek Him for recovery and renewed energy in your faith despite your pains and bruises? Join Pastor James McDonald for these never-before-aired teachings titled Game Changers, 7 Scriptures that Shatter Strongholds. Destroy the thoughts that uproot you from God's grounding truth, His authority, and His desire for you this week on Walk in the Word.
Make an appointment with James McDonald. Weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
If you knew the future, would it change your life? Well, check this. Prophecy is an open book.
Every tomorrow has two handles, the handle of faith and the handle of anxiety. Too many of you are grabbing onto the handle of anxiety. Prophecy will move you to grab the handle of faith as you realize I serve a God and hopefully I trust a God who knows the end from the beginning.
Skip Heitzig says, do not miss the fulfillment you can find in the book of Revelation.
The real joy that you will experience is when you decide to keep it. And how do you keep the book of Revelation? By living in the light of eternity. That's how.
Hotspot. Hey, at connectwithskip.com, you will find a treasure of messages from Skip with an amazing interface to search topics in Scripture. Now this straight question from Skip.
What's next for you? Perhaps the next step for you, the best step for you, is that you would embrace what you have placed at arm's length for so long, and that is a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Hotspot.
This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Star 88, New Mexico's fresh alternative.
Too soon, I was bound to lose. I gave you what I had while I was thinking it through. I'm fine, just don't try to hide it. I can't disguise, well, I fell hard and I fell fast. But you know that leave your mark and we'll forget about too soon, I was bound to lose. I gave you what I had while I was thinking it through. I'm fine, just don't try to hide it. I can't disguise, well, I fell hard and I fell fast. But you know that leave your mark and we'll forget about it. Is it true that you just do what you do so that I have to remember the way you walked away in the cold a year ago in December? Well, I'm happy to say I'm not feeling that way any longer. No, 'cause you're out of my head and it's really just another sad song now. Ooh, come on! I'm fine, just don't try to hide it. I can't disguise, well, I fell hard and I fell fast. But you know that leave your mark and we'll forget about it. Ooh, let me forget about it.
Good morning.
The Morning Invasion
Part of a complete breakfast. You're stupid.
with Dex and Steve-O.
Yo, dog.
Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Thanks for joining us. Beautiful Monday. How was your weekend, guys? How was it? It was a fast weekend. Did it go by fast for you?
Yes.
It was super fast.
Yes. Happy Monday.
Gonna be a beautiful week. Gonna be good. Oh, man, you guys can chime in. Phone lines are open at 505-338-3700. If you'd like to be a part of the show. Anytime you guys need help, you guys can always email the show, studio@star88.fm. Message us. You know, it doesn't even have to be on the air. You can be completely anonymous. But I guess the beautiful thing about this show is that we have a whole Starmy full of people that have been through it. You're not alone. I mean, you're not the first person that it's happened to, you know? I mean, the stuff you're dealing with, most likely, right? I mean, somebody's dealt with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's maybe a rare occasion where maybe somebody hasn't, but I guess, you know, that's what's so great about this show is that people have been through it. Heck, Steve-O and I, we've been through everything, man. I mean, you name it, we have gone through
Quite a
it.
bit, though, for real.
That's why I'm so gray and I'm losing my hair is because I've gone through it all, man. No, I'm kidding. I haven't gone through nearly as much as a lot of you out there because sometimes we read these emails or text messages and Steve and I both are like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is real life.
This is real, yo.
Like a real human is going through this and this is terrible. Nobody should ever go through that.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. The pain of losing a loved one, a child. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Breakups, you know, affairs. There's so much.
Living in the NBA and getting spit on and then your best friend having to break up a fight because it's chaos.
Yeah, LeBron's first official game in the NBA. And, oh, man, it was a boxing match. It was great. I loved every minute of it.
First official game in the NBA?
Well, I mean, it's like preseason, but it's like our first official game for the Lakers. Sorry,
at
not
home.
NBA. Yeah, at home. So,
our girl Michaela was there.
I know,
Her
Michaela.
husband's a huge Rockets fan.
Right? She gets to do so many cool things.
My favorite part about that, for those who don't know what we're talking about, Houston Rockets played the Lakers this weekend, and a fight broke out. You got Chris Paul, like, you know, he's like the State Farm guy.
He's the State Farm
versus Rajon Rondo, who is the thug and the worst. I don't like Rajon Rondo. Which is going to be hard as a Laker.
Well, Rondo spit in his face.
He did spit in his face.
Yeah, and then Paul put his finger in Rondo's eyes, and then Rondo punched Paul with his left hand, which was a pretty good punch.
LeBron James, who is teammates with Rajon Rondo, instead wrapped up Chris Paul, his best friend, and pulled him away from it, and like just held him. And that was my favorite part of it. I'm like, look at LeBron being a good friend.
Look at LeBron.
Look at LeBron. He's like, let me just hang out. Chris Paul is like, they're very, very, very close. Like talking like godparents to each other's kids and like, yeah.
Wow, man.
Very close.
Jeez, calm down. Take
I
a
know.
chill pill, bro.
Jared says, so wait. At the basketball game, a hockey game broke out? Yes. That's basically what happened. Yep.
Yeah, the NBA suspended all 3 players.
Wow.
Paul got 2 games. Rondo got 3. Ingram got 4. In addition to starting the fight, Ingram escalated it by running back into the fray to throw punches. And the Lakers ended up losing the game.
Yes,
They're
they did.
0-2.
0-2 this year.
Oh, boy. That's... Come on.
Was anybody expecting any different?
Well, it's because, you know, Lonzo Ball's not starting. I mean, come on, man. He's not even a starter anymore. Get that guy back in there. Yeah, it'll take a little bit for them to find their chemistry, but they'll be okay. They'll be all right, man. I know you're a Lakers fan. It's all right. Be good.
I don't think they're going to be good for a couple of years, man.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't like Rondo at all. So
Rondo doesn't like you, okay?
Yeah.
He just texted me.
He's been in the middle of these things that seems like every year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been suspended almost every year. So I don't like stuff like that.
Good morning, Starmy. Love you. Good morning. Good morning. Love your face. Good morning.
Good morning. Love your face, too. It's so beautiful.
Love that. You know what? I think I might start using that.
Love your face.
Yeah, that'll be my catchphrase.
Love your face.
You call in, I say, love your face. You say it back. You like that?
Heck yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
beautiful.
I think, you know what? I like that. That's my catchphrase.
Oh, okay.
And then when you say it back, I'll hit a gong. Okay?
Yeah.
We'll try
Sounds
it.
great.
All right, go ahead, man.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to give you guys an update on the skunk. kicked him out of my backyard.
Yeah.
But now the little punk has moved to my front yard, and he won't leave.
Wow, man. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
What is he? What do you think? Why is he hanging out in your yard?
I don't know, honestly. I know dogs from time to time stop by, drop some deuces. So maybe that's what's attracting him. And he's leaving them some skunk juices, too.
Why don't you just shoot it?
Pathetic. That's what I was thinking, too, but I got front door neighbors, and sometimes my accuracy's not great.
Oh, yeah,
but
don't do that.
Well, get a I don't know, BB gun or something.
I'm just going to get a trap. Let them get trapped in there. Call the animal control.
All right.
See how that plays out. Let them get sprayed up pretty good, pretty decently.
Well, love your face, man.
Love your face, too, man.
I like
that was
it.
Weird.
It's going to be my new thing.
Thanks for calling.
All right.
I don't know, man. It's a little weird.
All right. See you later.
Okay.
All right. That's it. If you call in and you say, I love your face, you get the gong. It's my new catchphrase.
That's not a thing, man.
Yeah.
That's
It's my new thing I'm going to start doing. I've always wanted a catchphrase. 20 years. Just wanted a catchphrase. Never had one. Yeah. You ever had a catchphrase?
Ever had a catchphrase? I think my catchphrase is, what? That's my catchphrase.
You spit all over me.
Sorry.
It's leaked all over me.
Your catchphrase is hang up on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that is. Yeah, it is. That's true.
Yeah.
505-338-3700. Give us a call.
Remember the Stormy chimed in to say that that dude should hire Jack Jeter. I mean, he's a state champ archer.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah,
don't want to scare the
man.
neighbors? Get an archery champ.
Sometimes you got to take it out, you know? You got to take it out.
I don't know that I could condone my son
killing a skunk?
That. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably should Google the laws on killing something in the city limits. Are you even allowed to do that if it's...
I mean...
I don't think you're allowed to just shoot an animal in your backyard if you live in the city. If it's country life, it's a different thing. Let me ask you a question. Do you think this is true or false? Okay, don't look over here. Okay, I don't want you to look over here.
I'm not. I'm reading about my boy Chris Weidman right now. So yeah.
Because I was reading about things that are older than you might think, and I was reading that the first service where you could stream music over your phone debuted in what year? Do you think?
Ooh, streaming music over your phone.
Yeah, the first service where you could stream music over your phone debuted in what year?
Legally?
Yeah, legally. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's see. I had an iPod, but that wasn't a streaming service. But that was like 2004, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
First iPod. I'm going to Google that after.
That's fine.
The
first service where you could stream music over your phone debuted in what year?
I'm just kidding. The first one was 2001.
Just give me a year. What do you think? Give me a year.
2005. Oh, well, wow. Okay, so then I'm just going to
say you're way off.
Way off?
Like way off. Like way off.
Okay, 12 BC.
Okay. You took it way back, didn't you?
Well, you said way off. 1893.
Oh, my gosh. You're so close.
Are you being
serious
right now?
You are so close.
Are you being serious
I'm
right
dead
now?
serious. You're so close.
1895.
1897.
What?
The first service where you could stream music over your phone debuted in 1897.
Is it like a phonograph or what? Is this like a dumb pun?
A guy in New York invented a music playing machine called a telharmonium in 1897. It was so big it took up an entire floor of a building. Subscribers could call in and listen over the phone. That was the 1897.
Really?
Was the first service where you could
really
stream
weird.
music over your phone.
18. I love that. When you gonged me right as I said 2000 something, I was going, oh, well, it was the 90s then. 1990. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. The first successful vaccine debuted in the year what? What year?
583.
Where did it go? No.
Oh.
1796.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A couple more here that I thought were pretty interesting. 3D printers have been around for how many years?
3D printing?
3D printers. The first 3D printer was invented.
I remember.
In what year?
Marconi invented the 3D printer in 1981, and since then had been using it to create Legos.
Mm-hmm. What year was the first 3D printer invented?
1981. I said it.
1983.
Oh, wow.
You're so close. I should just give it to you.
I know. I need to keep this random. I'm trying to go like obscure, and it's apparently working.
The first fax machine was patented over how many years ago?
Oh, man. Well, many years, of course, because in the Second World War, General Mazanov was like, hey, we need to get some information over to the other side. And so 1951 was the year of the fax machine. Okay. That wasn't even during World War II.
No. 1843.
Whoa!
The first fax machine.
1843?
Yeah, 150 years ago. There was a Scottish inventor named Alexander Bain. Alexander Bain. He filed the patent way back in 1843. The first parachute was successfully used over how many years before the Wright brothers' first flight? How many years?
93 years.
93 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. 100 years before the Wright brothers' first flight. The first parachute.
Man.
Yeah, the first working parachute was tested by a French physicist who jumped off a building in 1783. Can you imagine?
1783.
Can you imagine you're a guy who's testing a parachute.
And they're like, listen. This is for in case. At the time, there's no airplanes. So I was like, what was it for even? Well, this is for people who work in really tall buildings. If there is a fire, that way you can just jump out of your window. And then poof, parachute down. Who's down to test it?
Who's down to test it?
I've always been curious about stuff like this,
yeah,
actually.
Like how much do you get paid to be that tester guy, you know?
Not
Is that good money? Can you
enough.
make a full-time job out of that, just testing products? Because I know do they still have that? Remember when you could go to the newspaper and in the area, I think where like the jobs, you're looking for jobs, there was like you could be the guinea pig where you could test soap products.
I never looked in those sections of like there's a moment in Venom where he's got a newspaper and he's like, oh, dishwasher, like circling jobs and stuff, and I'm going, I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, just Google it, man. Yeah, like
right?
why?
Like
why? It's a newspaper anymore.
Why are you in the newspaper looking for a job?
That's weird. I don't know, man. Yeah. If you are maybe somebody out there, Stormy, have you ever been one of those guinea pigs? Have you ever been the person that has, I guess, applied to test products? Because I'm sure they still do it. They have to. I think if the money was right, I might do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's your let's say there was an ad that you had to like test like different lotions or something. You had to like that's all you had to do was just apply this lotion to see if you were fine. Like make sure like skin didn't fall off.
Nope.
Or, break out.
I've seen way too many movies where that just goes bad.
Come on, everybody's got that number. What is it?
1.6 billion.
1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
actually 2.1.
2.1
I'd
billion,
like to buy
huh?
the Raiders.
Oh my gosh.
And then,
Oh my gosh.
And then have a 0.1 billion left, to live on when they fail miserably.
All right, true or false? The first crossword puzzle was published before the birth of Jesus. True or false?
The first
crossword puzzle.
Well, now I feel like because it's so randomly out there, it's got to be true.
No, it's old, but not that old. The first one was published in a paper called The New York World back in 1913, and it was diamond-shaped. Ooh, diamond-shaped. What? Why are you laughing?
I had a really, really good one.
Yeah?
That won't go unsaid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Say it, I'll dump it. Say it.
First crossword puzzle. First crossword puzzle in the time of Jesus.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad you didn't say it.
Yeah.
When in doubt.
Don't let it out.
Don't let it out.
Yeah,
that's a good rule. That's our rule, guys. We have it plastered everywhere. When in doubt,
really good.
Don't let it out.
Don't let it out. It used to be for bathroom things because of Dex, but now it's for my mouth as well because both are stinky. Huh?
True or false?
Okay.
No one who's alive today was around when the first contact lenses were made.
No one?
No one who's alive today was around when the first contact lenses were made. True or false?
Man, when were the glasses? I don't know. These are so
right. Hey, that's kind of crazy to think about. Like no one
alive today
can
say I was there when the contact lens was invented in 1853. I'm gonna say that's true.
You're gonna say
no
true?
one was alive.
Yes! Yeah, the first contact lenses made of glass were manufactured in the late 1880s.
Oh, man, I was close.
Man, 1880s.
Right? You realize, like, how far we've come, considering we're talking World Series this morning, and they were like, this is the first time that the LA Dodgers have played the Red Sox since 1916.
Right.
I'm going, 1916? The pitcher for the Red Sox was one Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
And I'm like,
yes.
wow, that was 102 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Like, there are people in the world that were alive when that happened, but they old.
They old, man.
Nobody's. Oh man.
Yeah, Vincent Van Gogh was still alive and had both ears when the first pair of contact lenses was crafted.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. Thieb says I had contacts in 5th grade. I couldn't do it. It wasn't until my 20s. Like I just couldn't put that in my eye.
Yeah.
Did you ever wear contacts or were you?
Yeah, I
glasses
wore
guy?
contacts.
Okay.
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Eagle Vision 2015.
Yeah, no,
what up?
I know.
All right, true or false? Kodak engineers built the first digital camera the same year as the fall of Saigon. Think about it, Saigon. When was it?
I'm like the fall of Saigon.
Saigon, yep, Saigon. That was 1975. All right, Saigon. It was 1975. So Kodak engineers built the first digital camera the same year as the fall of Saigon.
False.
Say false.
False. Man,
it's true. 1975.
We had digital cameras.
Digital
in
cameras.
75.
Look at it. Look at this digital camera.
You look back at my photos from when I was a kid,
Things huge.
and it's like, wow, you guys couldn't get a better shot, huh?
I know, right?
These are terrible photos.
They're so bad. That's good. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Bill and I, we were talking about like technology over the weekend and stuff, and I mean, how many years? Probably what? We're 10 years away from. Or even, I was thinking about my grandkids someday. When my kids have kids, they're going to look back on us and our cell phones and probably be like, you had to hold a phone? Like, you actually, like, the phone was, like, that big? You know? Because they're all going to be walking around with chips in their forehead and wrists. And they're not going to be able to comprehend that we had to hold a phone.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Revelation.
Prove me
Read
wrong. Watch, I'm going to be like 80 and they're going to be like, oh, Grandpa, you were so naive back then.
Yeah, right?
Wow. This made me feel really old. Really old.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Crazy, crazy. Time flies, time flies. Hey, shout out to everybody who came out to Village Pizza. Thank you so much. We had a great time hanging.
Yeah, for real.
We packed out the place. Thank you to Village Pizza for putting up with all the Star Me. You guys were chucking pizzas out left and right. Hustling. Thank you so much, you guys. It's a lot of fun. We'll do it again. We'll figure out another time we can have another Star Me get together. And if you didn't make it, you're dead to me. That's all I have to say. All right, we got to take a break. We're live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. You guys can be a part of the show at Facebook and YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. And what's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Okay, I want to play, during the break, I want to play a little bit. Again, you can go to our podcast and go to On Demand to hear the whole thing. But I want to play a little bit of the phone call that we received on Friday because let's set this up for a second because this This woman emailed during Shock Therapy Live, and she had just gotten married.
Yeah.
And she emailed us for advice because her husband lost his job.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other things? He lost his job.
She had been single for a while. She'd been praying and believed that God was called, like this person was the person. They got married. It was amazing. She'd been looking for signs that it was the wrong thing, and it never was. And so it was like, yeah, I did it. I listened to God, and he was so faithful. But then the husband lost his job, and they're sleeping at the in-laws, and she's like, was this really God? Did I make a mistake? What am I doing?
Should I divorce this guy?
Should I get out? Like, why?
And we called her out big time. I mean, we called her out.
We were pretty harsh.
And so she called us, and she broke down, and she was so thankful that we did call her out. I want to play a little bit of it because I want to jump into that conversation when we come back because I think it's important we talk about this. I think a lot of people are in that situation right now. You know, when marriage gets tough, what do? Do you bail?
When the going gets tough.
When in doubt, just don't get out. Wait, no?
What? It's really bad around me.
Okay, all right.
Every breath counts, especially for the more than 334,000 New Mexican residents living with a lung disease such as lung cancer, asthma, or COPD. Join the fight and walk with the American Lung Association at the Albuquerque Lung Force Walk Saturday morning, November 10th at 9 a.m. at the Hoffmantown Church. Enjoy family-friendly activities, lung health education, and inspiring stories of hope. Together, we'll raise funds and awareness for lung disease research, education, and advocacy. The dollars raised can help researchers develop better early detection methods, treatments, and ultimately cures. Create a team with your friends, family, and coworkers and show those with lung disease that they're not alone. Help end lung disease and support those who deserve a fighting chance. Register at lungforce.org/walk or call 1-800-LUNG-USA. Part of Mission New Mexico, sponsored by TLC Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, KNKT 107.1 FM, and Star 88.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Go ahead.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now.
Well, that's great.
I am, well, let me just tell you who I am. The shock therapy girl from the letter yesterday.
From the letter yesterday.
From which one?
We had so many. Don't. No. Don't blast her.
You don't have to.
Okay. Yeah. We're in the middle of like a really fun, lighthearted conversation. Why are you destroying the mood?
I'm sorry. I didn't. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I can call back.
Wow. Way to put her on blast, Steve-O. Don't listen to him.
Okay.
Did you need something? Are you okay?
Did you need something? That sounds so rude. I'm sorry for my friend.
Wow.
Gosh,
okay.
She's really. So,
Yes. Go ahead.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's
It
up?
was. Hi. Well, I listened to what you guys had to say yesterday about my email about my marriage.
Uh-huh.
It was really harsh, but it was something I needed to hear.
Oh.
Because it wasn't me who wanted to leave my husband or anything like that. My family was the ones that were telling me, "You got to leave him. You got to just let him go. This happened way too fast." And so I'm sitting here in these circumstances.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, maybe they're right. And so and when I wrote that letter, it was right after a conversation with my sister. And, she was just like, well, you're welcome to come home. You're welcome to live with us, but your husband can't come.
Dang.
Wow, man.
And
yeah.
Don't allow them to divide you.
Yeah, you know what? And seriously, I can relate to this. I think a lot of people can relate to this. A lot of times family they'll butt in when they have no business. Sometimes it's like you can get advice and you can get wisdom from your family, and you should. You should. But at the same time, when I look back, sometimes, oh my gosh, my family, they didn't get it. They didn't understand everything. They didn't have all the details. They've never gone through it. And it's you ultimately have to decide through prayer and through following your own gut what to do. And man, I totally remember the letter now, and I'm glad that you're realizing that.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's amazing.
I'm glad it helped too.
Yeah,
and don't give up. Because trust me, people are quick to give up. You do not give up. I mean, that is your spouse.
I don't want to.
So good.
Don't give up.
I know the potential. I know the potential that my husband has. I know that he can do it again. Even his mom was like, I've seen him, be down before, and he can do it again. And so I have total trust and faith in that. And that's the thing that I'm really relying on the Lord. And when I was single, my pastor's wife was like, "You're going to rely on the Lord more when you're married."
Yeah.
And she was so right. She was so right.
Yeah.
But it was something I just so needed to hear from you, from somebody,
I'm
to
glad.
tell me, stay.
Good.
Stay with him, because I love him and I didn't want to leave him. I don't want to leave him. And yesterday when I heard heard the show, I was like, I had such a sense of relief. It hurt a little bit, but it had more of a sense of relief, because I was like, that's what my soul needed to hear.
Yeah, good.
Is don't leave him. Don't, things suck right now. And that's the thing. My sister mostly had, she's had, wealth and, with her husband and, and stuff like, and it's just, but I guess she doesn't realize the vows that we took seriously, and she has a different perspective. She has a more worldly perspective, and I should have known better than to take heed her advice.
Yeah.
About when, you spend so much of your life listening to your family because you had no one else, and then now you're trying to listen to your husband and God, and you're just like, whoa, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What do I do now? So anyway, I just want to say thank you guys so much for
Absolutely.
for
Glad
that.
you called
It
in
was
to let us know. Seriously.
Yeah. Hey, and I want to encourage you, if you're not locked into a church already, Calvary's got a series right now on the weekends called Smart Home that is literally about this very thing. It's about marriage. It's about the husband's role, the wife's role. It's about your vows. It's about the attacks from the outside. It's about family. It's everything. So I highly recommend, if you're not involved anywhere or locked in, check out that series. And if you are, then podcast it. It's called Smart Home. So it's amazing.
It's online. I live out of town. I don't live in Albuquerque.
Totally cool. Yep. Yeah, calvaryabq.org. Get there, and you can check it out, and then it'll connect you to the podcast so you can watch the series, because it's amazing.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O. Jesus is our king, but do you treat him like royalty? Here's Tim Keller on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
How do you know if you're a Christian? How do you know if the Holy Spirit's working in your life like this? Do you know you hate God? Have you seen your hatred? Have you seen that there's an enmity in your life against God? Have you seen how much you hate the yoke? When you hear Herod and Jesus Christ Superstar saying, "Get out, you king, get out of my life," do you know that that's the words of your own heart? If you know that you hate God, if you know that that's a big part of your heart, that proves you're a Christian, because only Christians know that. Only Christians can admit that. Only the Holy Spirit can allow you to surface that repressed traumatic material. If you don't admit today that you're an enemy of God, you're really an enemy of God. The only way to become his friend is to admit you're his enemy. The only way to know that the Holy Spirit's working in your life is if you're able to see that resentment. We have a king. We hate the king. We need the king.
That's the PowerPoint with Tim Keller on Star 88.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
By the thousands, footsore Central American migrants have crossed into Mexico, heading towards the U.S. But President Trump vowing that if Mexican authorities don't stop them, he will.
We're calling up the military, not the Guard. We're calling up the military.
The ever-shifting story from the Saudis changing again. After first saying Khashoggi died in a fistfight, the Saudi official now making a stunning new claim. One of the accused suspects placed him in a chokehold position. He died as a result.
Police in Georgia are on the desperate hunt to find a man suspected of killing an officer outside of Atlanta.
Comedian Amy Schumer, I personally told my reps I wouldn't do a Super Bowl commercial this year. Hitting the NFL with the advertisers is the only way to really hurt them.
The emergency scene at a college off-campus party following a floor collapse. The chaotic movement caught on camera, the floor giving way.
Halloween is #1 at the box office with a $77.5 million debut.
The Dodgers have won the pennant. Back to the World Series they go as they take Game 7 here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being a part of the Starmy, guys. Coming out to Village Pizza on Friday and hanging out. It's nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Yep, thank you. Yep. Live studio audience from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Thank you. Beautiful.
Looper said, good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for the free lunch Friday. Dex, you look fantastic with your weight loss. Steve-O, you looked like Steve-O.
What?
Either way, you guys were the highlight of my kid's day. It was great to see you, Looper.
Yep. He shook a lot of hands and shook a lot of babies. It was great.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. All right. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call into the show. And you can text in. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. You know, we also, from time to time, get some pretty crazy emails. See what I did there? Emails.
Yeah, we're going to get to an email here in a second.
Studio at star88.fm. We got another one this morning.
We got another one?
Yeah.
We got so many, guys. We got so many.
I am stoked about this fact that if you're going through something, member of the Starmy, random human being, please reach out to us, because that's one of the reasons why we love doing this show, is getting to talk about what's going on in your world. And maybe if we don't have the expertise and know how to help, there's somebody who's gone through it.
Somebody. And
it's cool when the Starmy is like, hey, I've actually been through this. Let me tell you what happened for me and how God got me through it.
Yeah, because if you heard, we played a little bit of that phone call that we got on Friday from a Starmy member who we called out during Shock Therapy Live. You know, they sent in a letter, and they were pouring their heart out, and this was their reality. And we ended up calling, because that's the thing. We're going to be honest with you. We're not going to hold back. You know, if you email in with some, you know, you need help, we're going to call you out if you need to be called out. And that's what we did. And she called in just broken because she needed to hear it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, hearing, you know, when you hear something you don't like, it's tough to take a lot of times, you know. I mean, it's tough. I think about, you know, people call me out, and it's one of those things. It's tough, man. It's tough. You'd have to take a step back and really pray and think about it, because, you know, you don't know what you don't know. That's what I always say. I think that's the best thing.
You don't know what you
don't know. What you don't know. You know, I grew up in a home with, my parents are still married to this day, so I never grew up with divorce.
Right.
I didn't know what that was like. But I had other things that I dealt with. But I didn't know. Like when it struck later in life, something struck in my life, it was like, oh my gosh, how do I deal with this?
Right.
And luckily I had amazing people around
I'm like,
me.
well,
that can
I don't want to say
help me
I'm an
out.
expert in this area, but
Well, it's good, man.
I did not have the same growings ups as you did.
I know you didn't. That's what kind of makes us great. You know, we got our stories.
And
are so
I remember
different.
that one time with stepdad number 7.
Oh my gosh. See, I can't even relate to that whatsoever. Not even. I don't know. I guess that's why God put us together, right?
Yeah.
You know, we both come from the different sides of the spectrum. You know,
Yeah.
we all go through different things in life. Some of us experienced things, others haven't yet, and that's okay. And hey, that's what growing is all about, right?
Yeah.
So let's help someone grow.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not sure if this is the right platform to address this, but here I go.
Excited.
I've been a Christian for just a few years. I got baptized in 2014. I really like the church I attend, and am an owner as well. I've been volunteering in the kids ministry for a few years now, and teaching children is my God-given gift. I even consider the kids my best friends. It's the adult friends I'm starting to question.
Wow.
Due to how I was raised, I've always had a really hard time reaching out to people and making friends. Ha-ha!
Okay, I can relate to this other than the kid thing. That's weird.
God has used this church to help me overcome that and to grow to be outgoing and welcoming. I've been involved in small groups for a few years and made friends here and there at church. I even went through an educational process in which I had a mentor, but during these past couple of years, I've reached out dozens of times to my friends to do something aside from church, small group, or Bible study. And they've told me a few times in the past, hey, call, text, anytime, we'll hang out. However, only 2 friends have met with me once in the past couple of years, and I only recall one friend a few years ago inviting me to lunch, which I took him up on. I've tried several times to have an accountability partner. Recently, I started a relationship with a great, strong Christian woman, and it's come to the same thing. Quote, I like you, but I just don't have the time to hang out with you, end quote. This seems to be the response I've gotten from these Christian friends ever since becoming a Christian.
Oh.
I understand people have busy lives, they have families, relationships of their own, etc., but in over 4 years, only of them to actually reach out, I'm assuming a couple of them actually reach out to me to do something has me questioning if there's something wrong with me or it's just normal in the church to just be friends 1, 2, 3 hours a week while in church or small group or covering an event. I understand that God completes my life and in Him I am full. However, it's very depressing having to do life alone. I was doing life alone before becoming a Christian, which led me to seek God and a church, and I'm questioning if I should just seek another church, which is hard because I formed strong relationships with several of the kiddos, and God has used me to reach out to them. But at the same time, I have a family history of depression. I've suffered with it and becoming increasingly depressed that no one wants to hang out with me. I listen to you guys every morning and would greatly appreciate your take on this and any encouragement you can throw my way. Thank you. Anonymous.
I have so much to say about this. I know you have a lot to say. Starmy, what do you say? 505-338-3700. Feel free to call in and share your advice, share your story with us, and you can text in as well. What's the number?
505-585-LIVE to text in. That's 505-585-5483.
You know, first off, I did think it was it is weird that you are finding your best friends through children. I'm just going to say that right now. That's a little weird. When he said his best friends are the kids that he...
I don't think that's...
That's weird, right?
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, and then sad.
I hear what you're saying.
Like,
right, that's why
wants
he's
the best
emailing,
friend.
though.
Well,
Like,
I get it,
bro,
but I'm just saying that's a sad
only
thing.
people that are hanging out with me are the kids that I'm teaching in Sunday school.
Yeah, right. Little Marcus over here, he's like my best friend, and he's 8.
He's 8.
You know, I'm like a 40-year-old man, and then my best friend's 9.
Yeah.
So I get it. But I can relate to this so well because I definitely have struggled with social anxiety, you know? And I've been that guy that's always complained over the years. I can remember even years ago complaining about not having enough friends. But it took a lot of my friends to call me out and be like, it's your fault. You're the problem.
Yep.
We reach out to you all the time and you never text back or you never call or you never show up when we invite you to these things. So it's my fault. I'm the one who does it. Now, in this situation, it sounds like it's not really that because
I don't know, because he began with, due to how I was raised, I've always had a really hard time reaching out to people and making friends. But then he did say, like, he's tried with church friends, but I don't know. We don't know how old he is. We don't know what stage of life he's in, because I do know for me right now, 3 kids, full-time job, school, work, homework for the kids, birthday parties, sports, life. I don't have a ton of extra time to just hang out.
How many? Think about all your other friends that you have.
Yeah.
How many times a week do you say you get invited to do things? Do you get invited to do things all the time, right?
I don't, honestly, not really.
Maybe once a week at least, right?
I saw it this week and
I
you went out.
I get invited.
You went out with friends.
I do get invited once or twice a week to go do things, but
cool.
I usually don't follow through with hanging out with any of the friends. But I get invited. So this
That's true.
guy,
You know what? We got invited last week to a hockey game.
Right.
We got invited. You're right.
So this guy's saying all of his friends are busy, but he never gets invited anywhere. So I think that's the thing we got to point out. And he even said it in the email. He said, "Is there something wrong with me? Am I like the problem?" Because I immediately thought
the quick answer is yes.
Are you the
Wait, no,
maybe you're the guy that's annoying to be around? I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. What if you're that guy that nobody really wants to be around? What if you're the negative guy that sucks all the energy out of people?
Yeah.
That's something you got to look at. Not saying you are, but maybe you're that person that nobody wants around because you're Mr. Debbie Downer all the time.
Maybe. We don't know. I don't know. Phone lines are open. We have a lot of comments coming in, but we can get to the phone call first.
Good morning.
Starmy, love your face.
No, stop it.
Hello.
Hi.
Go ahead, man. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, it's Tony Gambino. How you doing?
Tony Gambino, good morning. Love your face, buddy.
How are you?
Love you guys. I'm good.
Love you.
I'm good. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk
This
to
is weird. You know, I don't know if it's an Albuquerque thing or if it's just culture nowadays. You know, people are busy, they're hustling, whatever. I don't know. We moved back to Albuquerque from Oregon about a year and a half ago, and David Myers is the only person who's ever invited me to do anything,
Oh,
or
my
us,
gosh.
me and Kelly, in a year and a half.
Wow.
So never been to anyone's house. It's weird. I don't get it.
Huh. Wow, that is strange because I'm kind of the guy that never goes out, but I do get invited to things. I just
Maybe
always...
it's us, Tony, because I don't get invited places
Really?
either, bro. It's our tattoos. People are afraid of us.
Well, I got
They're
tattoos,
afraid that
yeah,
they're
as
like
well.
the value of their home goes down because they've got questionable
Oh, my
friends. I mean,
They might get injured around us. I don't know.
Yeah,
we're too
maybe.
loud
Yeah.
and we're too fun for them.
Maybe.
They can't really connect with us because they see our Instagrams and they go, I just don't have anything in common with them. They're so wild. Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird. I don't know. Maybe they assume we're always busy. I don't get it. Whatever. I mean, I find things to do. I'm not worried about it, but it is weird.
What do you think about this letter, though, this guy and his situation?
I don't know.
Do you think he should?
I
What
don't
should
know.
he do? Should he just try to be more on top of like trying to just be more involved in people's lives?
There's only so much you can do. If you find people that you're connected with, stay with them. You know, and sometimes you can't always reach out and have a million friends. You know, I guess just find the ones that you click with.
That's that's my thing too. And it's like, I get not wanting to like do life alone, but I don't. It sounds like he hasn't really connected with people. He's wanting to connect with people, but hasn't necessarily made himself readily available for that. Because I know for me, like, I would love to hang out with people more, but it's like, I just don't. With our sons, like with sports, with everything, it's like. This weekend I saw Dex, you were out with Joe Hawk, and I was really bummed out until I realized I don't have time anyways.
Yeah.
I was busy planning a birthday party. I was, so it's like, yeah, I'm good. You just got to be comfortable and recognize sometimes maybe in seasons of life, like,
true.
I don't have time. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, you know what? I really want to invite you to a social gathering that I'm having while the Petersons are out. I'm going to have a party
You're
at their
having a
house.
party at the house?
Yeah.
Can I go?
It's going to be a party, and
You just broke
Jake and
the
I.
curse, man.
There you go.
know.
I'll send you the details. Jake and I are going to be throwing a huge party at the Petersons while they're in Boston. So I'll let you know. All right.
Wow.
This feels good. This feels really good.
All
I
right.
like that.
All right, Tony.
Yeah, good people to hang out with, too.
All right. Have a
All
good
right,
one,
man.
guys.
All right. Love your
Everybody.
face. Love your face.
Stop. Nobody loves
My new
oh.
catchphrase. Good morning. Good morning, Starmy. Go ahead.
Morning.
Morning.
As a great theologian, Dane Cook would say, every group has a Brian that no one wants to hang out with.
Yeah.
And if you say that your group doesn't have that friend, you're that friend.
You are that
You're that
yeah.
friend. That's what I'm saying. You're
Yeah.
that friend.
That's it, man. All right,
Yeah,
guys. Later.
All right.
man. Yeah, you might be that friend, and that's something you might have to look at. Is you might be that guy
Stop
that
it.
nobody wants to hang out
He
with.
chimed in for encouragement, and you're saying
Hey,
that
we're trying to
he's
be
the friend
real.
nobody wants to
Trying to
hang
be real.
out.
Maybe he is.
In the arms
Poor guy.
I know.
Feel bad for him. What was his name?
Didn't say his
Maybe
name.
Maybe we should.
Well, it is tough because you look at it, and recently I started a relationship with a great, strong Christian woman, and it's come to the same thing. I like you. I just don't have the time to hang out with you. My question is, because
That's
it's
weird,
like, this
too.
seems to be the response I've gotten from Christian friends ever since becoming a Christian. I'm going to tell you right now, I had, had, like super needy friends where it's like, dude, I just need community. I just need to hang out with you. And it's like, we'll go to lunch and we'll hang out. And then it's like, what are you doing tomorrow? And it's like, tomorrow? Well, let me look at my calendar.
Yeah.
Like, I can't hang out with you every single day. I mean, let's try and grab lunch once a week.
Right.
Every other week, realistically.
Mhm.
We have so many life things going on. But so maybe it is the succubus of life who just needs, like, I just want to hang out with you all
Right.
the time.
Right.
It's like, don't be so needy.
Yeah.
Like, get a hobby.
Yeah.
Grab those people that you gravitate to and that like want to hang out with you. It's not going to be an everyday thing. Unfortunately, there was this show in the 90s called Friends, and I thought,
I've never seen it.
I
That's
thought
cool.
for sure that was going to be my life for the rest of my life. Just
Wow.
all of us in an apartment hanging out forever.
That sounds like a cool concept.
Yeah, it's a great concept for a season of life.
Mm.
And then it changes. seasons change and
It never changed for the
times
friends.
they
though.
rearrange. Like
They're always pretty consistent.
It all stays the same, like the love Doctor Strange.
Chime in, Starmy. Go ahead. Good morning. You're live. You're on. Go ahead. Go. All right. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
what's up, guys?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
hi.
man.
Hey.
There you are.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, dude. Go ahead.
Is this Adam?
Good. Yes, sir.
What up?
Adam.
What's going on, guys? Long time no see.
Yeah,
Long
I
time
know.
no talk.
Yeah, man.
I know.
Good to hear your voice.
It's because we don't get invited
Or
to your
see,
cool
I guess.
parties that Becca made. She has all these cool parties with like 19 girls. And
You
I'm
never
like,
get invited to those?
oh, you get invited to those?
I just stopped going.
Oh, wow.
Social anxiety
So
got
you're
pretty
the
hard.
problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. I miss hanging out with you guys. I want to start doing it again.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm not much of a social butterfly. Let's say.
It's your
I
wife.
feel that.
It's probably your
I
wife,
feel
right?
that. Do we got to kick it?
Yeah, like
Oh, just talk one-on-one.
Yeah, like-
I love those.
yeah, my wife's definitely the social one of us, you know.
Yeah.
But I thought like the way I look at that, like let's say like talk about that guy's email. I guess it depends on like the right resolution to look at it, because you could say it's either psychological or sociological, meaning it's either you or it's them,
Right.
right?
Yep.
And it's easy to blame them because then it's like then I don't have to do anything,
Right.
right? It's like it's you, bro.
Mhm.
So, but I do think that people do have, obviously we have temperaments, right? We have personalities, and some personalities are easier to get along with,
Right.
and some personalities aren't. So I think if you find yourself, like the common thread in your life is like, you know, one of people don't have time or I can't seem to hang out. Because even if, like he says, his best friends are 8-year-olds or whatever, which like Dex pointed out, is kind of
So
odd.
sad.
But even
That's
if you
very
look at that dynamic, it's like they're forced to go there. So
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah, he
like
doesn't have any other
necessarily like a
options.
voluntary thing that the kids are doing, right?
Right. Yeah.
So even that isn't necessarily an ideal relationship, besides the fact that it is kind of weird because of the age disparity.
It's not weird at all.
Right?
Okay.
So I think does that make sense? So
Yeah,
I think
it
the right
does.
resolution
No,
is
it
psychological.
totally does.
I think it's something it's something that he's doing maybe temperamentally. He said he suffers from depression, so he probably is
Kind of a Debbie
naturally a
Downer.
downer.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Let me ask you a question, Adam. You know, because you guys do throw some get-togethers with friends and stuff and play games, and I've been a part of them a couple times. Has there ever been a person at the party that you see show up and you go, "Oh man, I wish he wasn't," or her, "I wish they weren't here"?
Why
because
are you going to
they're-"
put him on blast like that?
You don't have to put anybody on blast. I'm just
Why
saying,
would
like,
you
is there
say
somebody
that?
that shows up at the party? You're like,
Yes,
"Oh
that's
man,
why
they
you're not
sucked the
invited
life out of
anymore.
him." Have I ever been that guy for you?
No, no, I don't. I feel like maybe like I might be that guy. Like someone be like, "Oh, dude, this guy's coming."
No way, bro.
You know,
I love our
I'm
one-on-ones, like when we actually get to talk. You're a good conversation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, see, I'm great at one-on-one. I'm not real good in large crowds. Like I don't like large crowds, but I love one-on-one combos. But no, I'm not. I can usually get along with most people.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So no, Dex, to answer your question, I don't.
Okay.
You weren't that guy that I was like, oh man, you invited him, babe.
Right. I know, because I feel like we had a pretty
get your
sweet
life
connection.
together.
I thought we had a good connection. I thought we had a lot in common, and I was looking forward to that second date, and I never got a call back.
Wow, this took a turn, man. Well, did you?
Oh yeah,
write
well,
this
like
email?
here's the thing though, like if we invite you, you got to show up, man, because then I'm gonna call you, and then I'm gonna be like, look, man, you know, you didn't show up. Said you would.
You
like,
pretend
you know,
like
how
you
said
do.
you called out that girl. I'm gonna call you out, dude.
Oh wow, you're
Yeah.
gonna call me out, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have the power you guys have, nor the influence.
That's very
but
true. We have so much power.
I'll do my best.
Okay,
Yes.
well,
No,
that's good.
Yeah, I'm with Adam on this one.
Yeah.
So.
Well, don't give up on me, all right, bro? Don't ever give up on me.
Okay.
No, I won't give up
now
on
he's
you.
the
Don't
needy
give up on
friend.
yourself, though, Dick.
All right, I won't.
That's right.
Thanks, Adam.
See, and that's what Adam's trying to say. That guy doesn't need to give up on himself because it sounds very needy right now. So.
All right. Thanks for chiming in, buddy. We'll see you.
All right, man. You guys have a good one.
You too, man.
All right. Recap this email.
All right, if you're just joining us, we got an email from a member of the Star Army who's been a Christian for a few years, got baptized in 2014, really likes the church he attends, volunteering in the kids ministry for a few years now, teaching children. Basically, he says is God's given gift. He considers the kids his best friends now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the adult friends he's starting to question because he's having a really hard time making friends. He's been involved in small groups. He's made friends at church, went through this process where it was like, yeah, we got a Bible study going, but aside from church, small group, or Bible study, he hasn't really hung out with anybody in these 4 years, and he's tried several times to get an accountability partner, but nobody really wants to hang out with him. He even started a relationship with this great Christian woman, but it's come to the same thing, quote, I like you, but I just don't have the time to hang out with you, end quote. And it seems to be the response he's gotten from Christian friends ever since becoming a Christian. I think maybe partially he's trying to put it on Christians. Like, what is it with Christians?
Yeah.
Why don't Christians have time for me?
Yeah.
I do remember when I first, dedicated my life to Christ. In my early 20s, that's all I wanted to do. I just want to hang out with my Christian friends all the time because they'll make me more Christian and it'll be great. And real life kind of sets in and everybody's got a job and or a family or,
It's true.
The live line's going crazy, by the way. I have so many things to say.
Yeah, phone lines are open 505-338-3700. Go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Britt. Love your face.
Oh, my gosh.
Hi,
no.
Bye. Love you.
Okay.
Sorry.
too.
No, I was saying bye to Seth. I'm sorry.
You just made kissy noises and said love you. It was really weird.
I thought that was great.
I don't know how to feel right now. It's really odd.
Oh, my God.
Really odd.
Your marriage
Speaking
is so
of
perfect.
Needy, go ahead.
Go ahead. You got about a minute, okay?
Go ahead, Needy.
You're calling us right at the end of the break.
Needy, no. Okay, so I just want to point out, anytime that Steve-O says anything about me, he's really talking about himself because we discovered we are the same person.
We are the same person.
And
I said that exactly to Seth. I said, Seth, anytime you're starting to get close, and I just want you to look at Britt dead in the eye and realize she is just like Steve-O. They're like twinsies. Yeah. So I'm just doing a lot for you guys in your marriage. So yeah, pretty much. So what's your take on this thing?
Anyways.
Because we're social butterflies. What would you say to this dude?
It's so funny. I was sitting here listening to it, and I encountered a super, super needy person my second year of marriage. And
was it Seth?
This person, no. Are you kidding me, dude? Seth
I know. Never mind.
We have 30 seconds.
Sorry. 30 seconds. Sorry.
Okay, so anyways,
you want to come back after the break and talk?
No. Oh no, is there a break?
Yeah, we're up against a break.
Up against a break.
Okay, well, I guess
Can I put you on hold?
Oh my gosh, are we gonna put her on hold?
Okay.
All right, hold on a second.
On.
Okay, thank you, Britt. Britt's gonna go into hold. All right. I dedicate this to the Starmy member. This one's for you. That wasn't the right one. How about this one?
Wow. Quick break.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Quick break.
Yeah, chime in. Let's help out the Starmy member.
Yeah.
But hopefully.
Have you guys experienced this in church and whatever stage of life you're in? Can't seem to connect with anybody.
If you're listening, Starmy member, chime back in. You don't have to call us or anything, but you can text in or email us. Let us know that it's you.
How far off are we?
And just kind of chime in. What do you think about all this information? Maybe it is you. Maybe I kind of want to know what kind of personality he is. What kind of person is he? Steve-O's actually going to throw a party this week and invite you, and he's going to find that information out and he's going to get back to us. It's going to be great. All right. We'll get your phone calls. We'll get to your comments when we come back. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang on.
Dex, don't you think fall is the primo time in New Mexico?
True enough. When else do pigs fly?
I mean, I was kind of going for green chili roasting and turning trees, but...
Whatever. You just like October 31st when you get to wear a cape and tights to get candy.
Okay, let's not go there.
Okay, but let's go to the Fall Fest on the west side.
I'm there, man. Montano Plaza, Coors in Montano, bounce houses, obstacle courses, costume contests.
And lots of food, and of course, free candy for you, Steve-O, 6 p.m. on October 31st.
It's a favorite night for kids. Let's make it safe at the Calvary Church Fall Fest, Coors and Montano.
Details at calvarynm.church.
What keeps us from sharing our faith? Sometimes we may not think we know enough. Other times, we'd frankly rather stay inside our comfort zones. This week on A New Beginning, Pastor Greg Laurie points out we need to step outside our comfort zone, just as Jesus stepped outside his to give his life for our sins. Practical insight coming this week on A New Beginning.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
The first thing you must do not to be a worldly Christian is to submit to God. was a military term, and it meant to get yourself in your proper ranking. It meant to surrender yourself to your legitimate authority, to get in the proper pecking order. This word submit is used throughout the Bible. Christians, for example, are told to submit to government. That is, to submit or place themselves under their government to the degree that the government is legitimate and it is requiring legitimate things. A wife is told to submit to the authority of her husband to the degree that he has submitted himself to the authority of Christ.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, over and over again. Going right back to the start, starting from where we begin. And I don't wanna be your friend, I just wanna be your love. And even if I'm chasing you is good enough. I keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. I keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. Fit, I throw a fit, and I leave you alone. And I don't wanna be your love, and I just wanna be your love. And even if I'm chasing you, no matter what, I keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. I keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. I keep on running back to you. I keep on running back to you. I can't lose my. This time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. I keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. I can't lose my.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
We'll probably sit around and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Good morning, Starmy. So we're right smack dab in the middle of a letter. Starmy member writes in and says, hey man, I need friends. I don't know what it is, but my best friends are the kids that I volunteer to watch at church, and it's kind of sad because nobody really invites me anywhere. And he's craving that. He needs like we need
all
that.
do.
We all need that. We all need those friendships, and we all want to be wanted. And And we want to be invited, but it sounds like that's not the case. None of his friends ever invite him anywhere, and they always have the excuse that they're busy, which is true. Like, people are busy.
Yeah, he said in over 4 years, only a few of them actually reached out to hang out with me to do something, and it's got me questioning if there's something wrong with me, or is it just normal in the church to just be friends 1, 2, 3 hours a week while at church or small group or covering an event. So help him. He suffered with, and it's becoming increasingly depressing that no one wants to hang out with him other than just the 1 hour at church.
Sorry. Britt Momney is on the phone. Love your face, Britt Momney. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
That was a really long break.
Yeah, I mean,
I was starting to fall asleep.
Oh, well.
Don't do that. Don't
No,
do
I'm just
that.
kidding. I'm driving. I was not falling asleep.
Oh, okay.
All
Wow.
right, if you could just get to what you wanted to talk about.
Oh, no, I just wanted to say that, so, like, dealing with this needy person, I just feel like sometimes, and even just in my own life, like, we can sometimes make friendships, like, idol in our life, and we think that, like, our friends should be, like, we equate them to being God. And, you know, like, humans cannot fulfill you the way that God can fulfill you. So I just think sometimes we have to be mindful that, like, you know, our friends can't give us everything, and I think that's what happens sometimes with people is they want their friends to, like, you know, give them everything that God really needs to give them. And so with dealing with this person, I had to, like, set boundaries. I had to say, like, hey, you know, I'm married and I have kids and I am really tired. I can't go hang out, you know, every other day, or I can't be texting all day, every day. Like, that's just, I'm a horrible texter anyways. Like, I'm the worst. I will not text back for, like, days.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's not anything personal. Like, it really is not. I look at my phone and then I forget to text back because I do not focus on anything. I'm like, oh, squirrel. And, you know, then I forget. So anyways, just with that, I just think that we have to be mindful and careful. So with this person, maybe, you know, he needs to really, like, search his heart. Like, if, you know, pray to the Lord to send him a really good friend, but maybe just search for friendship with the Lord right now in this season and really draw close to God. And, you know, maybe the Lord after that will bless him with a really good friend.
I like that. Good stuff,
anyways,
Britt Momney.
I just got here to a funeral, so I'll let you guys go, but I hope you have a good morning.
All right.
And we'll talk to you later.
Bye, Britt.
Bye.
We'll see you. You guys can call in 505-338-3700.
Somebody said this guy reminds me of the single parent episode where there's guys stuck in the vortex, quote unquote. Kids are his friends and he can't find adult friends. It's actually a... Yeah. Okay. Somebody said, honestly, I think it's hard to be single in your 40s in the church. There's so many couples at this age, people just settling into their lives. And I find after a divorce 2 years ago that it's harder to make friends at the church at this age. We don't know how old this dude is, but I mean, if he's older and volunteering in, like, the kids ministry, maybe that's it. Like, it's hard because you want to find people that have things in common, and you're at this one stage of your life, and maybe people you're trying to connect with are at a completely different stage, and you're going, well, I have all the time in the world. And they're like, yeah, I've got soccer practice for Timmy. Katie's got ballerina classes. And I'm like, and so maybe it's not necessarily that, you know, it's you and there's a problem and causing you to be depressed. Maybe it truly is just stages of life.
Yeah, stages of life. That's true. Everybody's in a different spot than you. But I think about these small groups that a lot of churches have. Here at Calvary, we have connection groups. I know Sagebrush has small groups. There's a lot of churches that have these groups because when churches get big, when they start to get really large in size, like mega church size, it's hard to connect with people. So putting together a small group or finding a small group is a way that you can get involved and you can find people to, you know, to be your friend or just to do life together, you know?
Yeah.
So I encourage you to do something like that. Maybe if you run or work out, find a workout club or a running club.
Yeah.
You know, if you like to paint or do stuff like that, there's tons of things where you can go and be around people where you can make those relationships. So I don't know. But I like that he was real about it, and he wants to know if maybe he is the problem. Maybe you're just a terrible friend because I'm sitting here going, I'm that guy that's not a very good friend. Like, I'm a terrible friend.
I mean,
no, I really am. I'm not a very good friend at all because, again, I'm the guy that doesn't text back. I'm the guy that doesn't pick up my phone. I'm the guy that gets invited to parties or, you know, just whatever, and I don't go. I'm not a good friend. You know, I used to have a really good friend named Ricky Cottonsteady. He never calls me anymore. And he used to call me every week. He doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
I lost
Let's
him.
pretend like it's just different stages of life and not that your life's just.
I think he gave up on me.
Probably. But
Good
that's
morning.
okay.
Go ahead. Is this Ricky? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, definitely not Ricky.
Okay.
He's not coming back, man.
All right, man. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? Go ahead.
Hey, I just want to say thanks for the Village Pizza event the other day
Oh,
over there. That was
nice.
awesome. Yeah,
Okay,
my
man.
son and I, we enjoyed that a lot.
Did you make any friends? We're trying to connect people and make friends.
Mm-hmm.
I got plenty of, well,
Oh,
actually, I got a few really
Bragger.
good friends.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, since you have a bunch of friends, do you have any advice for this guy who's trying to make friends and doesn't have any? Do you have any you can share?
Yeah, you guys, both of you guys could be his best friend.
Okay.
I don't have room.
I'll take it. Dude, thanks
Cool,
for...
but here's really why I was calling is because I know Sagebrush does have small groups. I used to go to one of them for a couple of years. It was really great, and I made some really awesome friends through that. But I'm somebody who's able to make friends. For somebody who maybe is struggling in that department, they have support groups there, and that's something that maybe he needs right now to kind of get himself into a stable place. You know, they have things for depression and anger and even like loss of loved ones and all kinds of different actual support groups where you do get to meet up every week or a couple times a week to be around like-minded people.
Yeah,
good, man.
Oh,
I
that's
like
a really good advice. I'm down with that. Thanks for
stuff.
calling, man.
Thanks,
Right
dude.
on.
Heck yeah.
All right, man.
Heck yeah, later.
We'll see you. 505-338-3700 is the phone number to call in.
Paul says, my closest group of friends often go months without seeing or even talking to each other because we're all so busy. But we understand that. And when we do get together, we have a blast. We went to a Cowboys game recently, and some of those guys I hadn't seen in years, but it was like we didn't skip a beat.
That's cool, man.
So, man, the live line just going crazy. Somebody says, why doesn't he just start a weekly group? He can lead. People come to the group, and maybe people just want to do cool things.
Right?
So, yeah.
That's a good way to do it, right?
Yeah. Somebody says you got to reach out if you want to make it happen with friends. It takes a lot of work on your part, especially if you're essentially introducing yourself into other people's already very structured lives. That's a really good thing.
That's good, man.
Yeah. Somebody said it's the church, bro, and the people that go there. Because he mentioned, is it the church? Is it Christians? He said lots of churches are that way. It's been pretty much the same way for me for the last 20 years. Only a few people ask me to go do stuff, and actually not really anybody lately. I've been a youth pastor, and I do stuff with teenagers way more than I do with adults. Do you think that's what it is? Like, this letter mentioned he volunteers in the children's ministry. Maybe it's like he just connects there, and so it's like,
yeah.
but trying to connect with an adult, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if he was joking about I hope he was joking about his best friends or the kids that he volunteers.
And not wanting to leave that church because it's like, these kids are my...
Because when he said that, and if that is true, that first off, that's very sad. And second, maybe it is a personality thing where they just haven't connected with you because maybe you are a little bit different than the people you're hanging out with, and there's no chemistry there because that could be it. So you just don't give up.
Yeah.
Keep trying to find those people that you can have that chemistry with.
Yeah.
You know, and I know it's hard and it's probably very defeating. You want to probably throw the towel in, but don't give up, man.
But also don't be that needy dude, somebody says.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
it sounds like, the constant in your face. It's like, I can't. I don't have time. I'd really love to. Somebody else said, hey, guys, you got to be sensitive while talking about this. My teenager has been struggling with social anxiety for a few years now. Been very outgoing and popular, but now he just feels like it might be this mental health issue because he can't seem to control it. So be a little more sympathetic because it's a real issue. It's not to be taken lightly. I agree with that. I also agree that we've mentioned this scripture in Timothy so many times lately that we're not given to a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind.
Yeah, man.
As somebody who in high school was on anti-anxiety and antidepressant meds, like I can completely understand what you're saying, and it's not taken lightly. I do think sometimes we allow our emotions to control us. And then we've kind of been able to put labels on it like, oh, this is clearly a mental health issue. Well, I have it. And it's like, yeah. Or step out of your comfort zone. I know that sounds crazy, especially if you're somebody who's dealing with anxiety. I was that guy. It's still odd to me sometimes that I'm on a morning show because I wasn't always this
Very
person.
odd. I know.
It is only the Holy Spirit. Only. I was not this guy. So
I knew it from the time I was born. I knew I was going to do radio, and everybody knew it too.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to, but like
I was born for such a time as this.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, go ahead, caller. You're live.
Good morning, my brothers. How we doing?
Oh, Rob, love your face, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna catch on. Don't let it catch on.
Say it back.
You guys are nuts, man. You know, I just wanted to actually speak from the other side. You know, growing up, me and my pop were a whole lot better now. But I had the victim mentality growing up. You know, how come my dad wasn't around? My dad,
Dude.
right? So I got acceptance from like a bunch of different people, right? So as I grew up, you know, my friends were my world, so to speak. So I'm that guy that's constantly checking in on people, and it does get discouraging because my friends that I grew up with, you know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to assume anyone's salvation, but we don't hang out as much because my heart has changed, and I don't feel the need to go out and drink and, you know, have this nightlife or whatever. So I'm constantly checking on people, my friends in the church, and I do get discouraged within the body of Christ because no one really responds back or checks on me.
Sorry,
so
dude.
That kind of does something, you know, that kind of it's not.
I'm sorry.
Dex,
You know, honestly, I'm that guy because you text me all the time, and sometimes I either don't text you back or I do, but it's a few days later, and I don't think I've ever checked on you, dude. Oh, my gosh. I'm such a terrible friend.
Well, no, not at all. I think it's more of a me issue, and just that, you know, I'm trying to really grasp my identity in Christ and who I am, and that I do have a spirit of victory, you know. But when you start getting more plugged into the church, and you know your friends start to shift a little bit, and then the people who you grew up with, you want to default to what you know. And I got a best friend, man, I love this guy, and he's so far from the church, and we don't hang out anymore, and it breaks my heart, you know. But it's just, I just want to speak from that side of it, that I am that needy kind of guy, but I'm working on it. Yeah. And it is discouraging when people don't check back on you, even because you know that you should love people. And anyway, I'm starting to ramble, but
hold on a second. Hold on a second, Rob. Hold on. I'm going to writing you a letter right now.
He's texting you right now.
I'm going to write you a letter.
Radio.
Love you.
Oh my gosh,
dude. Period. How are you? Question mark. You doing okay? Question mark. Okay.
It's got
I'm gonna send this off to you, buddy. It'll take a couple weeks to get there.
There you go.
Love your face, dude.
Oh man.
You guys are nuts. Hey, thank you guys for everything, man. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man.
See it back. Okay, bye.
Nobody's gonna say it. Thebe says, I've worked with youth since I was in high school. A lot of churches kind of separate the youth from the rest of the congregation. Unfortunately, youth workers get unintentionally shuffled to the side because they're so busy. Perhaps that dynamic is happening to this emailer.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
It's like, oh, well, they're working in the children's ministry. They should go hang out with the children's ministry people.
Yeah. Starmy, go.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
I'm actually a teacher, and I moved back to Albuquerque about 2 years ago, and I understand this guy because I moved back, all my friends left, and pretty much the kids were my best friends. So what I did was I ended up going to Sagebrush small groups to make friends there.
Yeah,
so hopefully that could help that guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's great, man.
Yeah, for
You
real.
know, getting into a small group is the way to do it. And if you don't connect right away with your group, give it some time or go to another one. There's like hundreds of groups. You could literally try a new one every week until you found the one that you wanted to stay with. You know?
Yeah, because that's what I did. I went to 3 different groups, found my niche, then I stayed with that group.
Boom. I love it, man. Thanks for chiming in. Love your face, dude.
You too.
Nobody's gonna say it, bro.
You gotta say "love your face" back. That's how it works, guys. It's my new thing. It's my new thing.
That's actually not a new thing.
No, it is my thing.
No, there's
My
this
thing.
dude that used to hang in Albuquerque and do a show.
That's not true at all, guys. Don't listen to him. You guys chime in. Be a part of the show. Help this guy out. He is a Starmy member. He needs friends. And when someone needs a good friend, they call on...
Not Dex.
Val Kilmer.
Till the end, I've been a true friend.
What? Sing it, Val Kilmer.
Always steady, always true.
This is a great song. Dedicated to the Starmy member.
I never bent when the way was straight for you.
Val Kilmer.
There's more to say, but I can't take it today.
That didn't even rhyme. Didn't even rhyme.
'Cause I don't feel what you feel anymore.
Remember the Stormy said, I just got to say, I've been in a downer mood for a few weeks, and Dex's sense of humor has been helping me laugh again. God bless you both.
Aw, how encouraging is that? Love your face.
Somebody says, I'm really weird, or maybe not, about throwing out the word love to just anyone. And I'm seeing that maybe I'm not alone in this, because you can literally hear the discomfort when Dex is saying he loves people this morning. It's great.
Stormy, go ahead. Love your face.
Okay.
What's up, guys? It's Crucis Mike. How's it going?
What up, Crucis Mike?
See it back.
What's up? What's up?
See it back.
Hey, listen, I don't have any advice beyond what's already been said. I just wanted to call in and let Dex know, hey, bro, I love your face.
Oh! Hate that. Hate that so much.
It's my new thing, guys.
Thank you, Crucis Mike.
This is an original.
Why are you? Gosh.
This is an original phrase.
No, you know what?
Everybody needs a
People are being
catchphrase.
right now.
Everybody
People
needs a catchphrase.
People are essentially those moms right now, from such hits as American Idol, and just allowing you to just continue to do this, even though it's not even good for you. It's not what.
I love your face so much.
I know, dude. A lot of people do.
Say it back to me right now.
Never.
Come on.
Never will.
Anyways, that's the thing, man. If I say love your face, then I don't even have to say it. You can say I love your face when you call in. That's how it works, okay? And then you get the gong. It's really cool. The whole gong and love your face thing combination is really cool.
Wow.
It's a connection there that people feel.
Nope.
You know?
I'm just not connecting at all.
But here's the thing, man. If
Connecting with this Spider-Man.
If you're alone right now, that's pretty cool, man.
Thanks, man.
Good job.
Just...
If you're alone and you feel like, I don't have any friends, think about this.
You've got a friend in me.
And I don't see what you see anymore.
Whoa, wow. No, he nailed that.
Yeah, I don't feel what you feel anymore.
Remember, the Stormy said, I have 2 kids and they play sports. My oldest is in club softball, and this conversation just made me realize how little I get to hang out with anyone. Also, I'm an introvert, so being alone is my favorite thing in the world.
Man, introverts, shout out to you. I get it. I get it. This one time I went to church with a friend. I was thinking we'd make a habit of it every weekend, and then all of a sudden, never heard from that friend again.
Remember, the Stormy said, at this age, other singles don't really want to hang out. I'm 49 years old. I go to places I know have social events, otherwise I stay home. I'm not otherwise into hanging out with no agenda. Again, I'm 49.
I'm sorry about that, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Whew. Couple more calls here. So many good, rich calls. Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good, man.
I just want to say, I'm sorry that you don't want to hang out as much, but, I love your face. And also, Dex's face, it's like a 5 out of 10 on the loving face.
Man,
really, dude?
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Look at this face.
I appreciate his face, but it's not as necessarily like a deep, unconditional
No,
love.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're cutting out.
I love it. I
Can't
love
really-
everything about your face.
But.
Kim says, I feel like this is a common thing within churches, actually. When I was in high school and youth group, our youth pastor always hung out with us. And actually, the main congregation treated him poorly. They seemed to be against him. And once he was replaced, the same thing happened to the next youth pastor. It's unfortunate. I still have a great friendship with one of my former youth pastors. Okay.
Oh, hold on. I just got a text from that friend that dogged me for church. Let me write a letter real quick. Dear friend, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Thanks for nothing, pal. Love you and your face.
Speaking of this whole conversation of like it's a church thing or it's a youth pastor thing, Seth said, I don't agree. I'm a youth pastor. We host game nights at our house and intentionally have relationships with adults rather than the youth. Why, we were hanging out just yesterday.
Wow, that's cool for you.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
It's real cool.
Couple more texts, anything, wrap this up, and then Stormy, remember, you're on your own, and you need to update us, all right?
I do want to know. I'd love to get an update from the member of the Stormy who sent us this email because, it seems like a big mix of a bunch of things. So
many things.
Yeah, you're pretty socially awkward. I mean,
It depends, really. Sometimes I can be. It just depends on the day. I guess that's kind of like a common, normal thing for somebody that's an introvert is some days you wake up and you feel completely weird and awkward and you don't want to be around people. And other days I'll wake up and I'll crave it and be like, I want to be with somebody.
Yeah.
I want to go out. I want to go do something.
Yeah.
And I usually find if I get out there and just make myself do it, if I'm in the awkward stage, I'm always thankful I did it because it just takes me just getting up and getting out. But it's hard. I get it.
Yeah.
I can relate. But, hey, check yourself, man. You might be wrecking yourself.
Albert
Seriously.
says Dodgers don't stand a chance. Let's talk about that. See, Albert, that's why you can't make friends, man, because we're having a conversation about something. And I think it's because Albert's an Astros fan, and since his team just got smoked by the Red Sox, everybody believes that the Red Sox are really that good. I think the Dodgers stand a very good chance.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, sorry.
Good morning.
Sorry.
Hey,
morning.
go
How's it
ahead,
going?
Starmy. Love your face. Love your face. Love your face, man.
How you doing?
Love your face, dude.
Love your face too. Even though you don't show up to our wedding on Friday.
And what did you say? The gong totally took over your voice. What?
I said we love your face. Me and Vivian love your faces too. But even though y'all didn't show up, I mean, I understand Steve-O's, missing,
Yep.
for his
They got married on
anniversary
Friday.
and all.
You said 3 p.m. you were going to be at the
Oh.
Speaking of social events and not having friends and going to things. Go ahead. I'll let you two talk.
Sorry.
But anyways, Vivian wish y'all would have went. She's right here next to me anyway. She says hi.
Oh, hi.
Y'all are on your honeymoon calling the morning invasion, and there's something wrong with that. You need to go away and just enjoy your honeymoon, bro.
Please tell him that.
Okay, thank you.
Please.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
homie.
you go enjoy your wife.
No more.
Don't put me
no
on blast.
more morning invasion.
Yeah.
All right. And we are not in for the honeymoon
Yeah,
invasion.
get outta here.
So no honeymoon invasion.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Love your face.
Love you. Oh, you said it. Steve-O said it, guys. Ooh, it's catching on, guys.
He's gonna be so mad at us now.
Catching
We
on,
hung
the
up on him.
phrase, the phrase.
He really he had a bone to pick with you, and I
the
think
phrase
that's
that
why you hung
pays.
up, bro. I think that's why you hung
Maybe
up.
you're right. All right, we got to go to break. Thank you so much, Starmy, for hanging out. Thank you for the advice. Starmy, remember that emailed us. Hey, it'll be okay. It'll be all
It really
right.
will.
Just keep on trucking on. This one's for you.
Don't
Whoa, easy, Bell.
Wow.
True friend from Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, everyone. I had no idea he had.
Yeah, man, he's got a whole album.
Man.
All that's left are lies. La 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 la.
This is beautiful. All right. Studio at star88.fm if you want to email into the show.
You're giving me bad dreams.
This is the weirdest segment we've ever done.
That's so great. All right, live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studio. We'll be right back.
My hope, my heart, my prayer left off as a pray for you.
Whether at home or in the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
We often use the word spending or using. We're going to spend our time, or we're going to use this, or whatever. What I want to do is replace those words as often as we can with the word investing. Investing. We're not going to spend or use, we're going to invest. How does this play out? Well, most leaders decide how to spend money. The best leaders agonize on how to invest money. Most leaders want to use people to get a desired result. The best leaders, though, invest in leaders, helping them get better, and ultimately the whole organization gets better. Most leaders spend their time doing tasks. The best leaders intentionally invest their time to achieve desired results. Investing, not spending or using.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast. Here's a Star 88 solar flare with Danny Goki. I'd rather be a light than add to the darkness. I want to leave this world better than I found it. Star 88 and a solar flare.
Can you hear that?
Ravi Zacharias says our culture is morally suicidal. Here's Ravi on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
I remember when 9/11 broke in New York. I was in Asia speaking, and my son Nathan phoned me and he said, "Dad, I want you home. Please come home right now." He was a university student, and he said, "And I'm driving home." He was in Indiana, I had to drive back. He said, "I really need to be with you." And I thought to myself, you know what? An 18, 19-year-old boy, all on his own there, said, "I want you home. I need to be with you." Think of a world with no heavenly Father, with no design, no purpose, nobody to fall on your face before him and come to him in your deepest and most longing needs. I know for many of you, maybe you might say, "Ravi, you know, but that's my lot in life actually right now. I don't have a dad or whatever reason it is." I can assure you, you will find your only best hope in knowing your heavenly Father.
A Star 88 PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
Since footsore Central American migrants have crossed into Mexico heading towards the U.S. But President Trump vowing that if Mexican authorities don't stop them, he will.
We're calling up the military, not the Guard. We're calling up the military.
The ever-shifting story from the Saudis changing again. After first saying Khashoggi died in a fistfight, the Saudi official now making a stunning new claim. One of the accused suspects placed him in a chokehold position. He died as a result.
Police in Georgia are on the desperate hunt to find a man suspected of killing an officer outside of Atlanta.
Comedian Amy Schumer, I personally told my reps I wouldn't do a Super Bowl commercial this year. Hitting the NFL with the advertisers is the only way to really hurt them.
The emergency scene at a college off-campus party following a floor collapse. The chaotic movement caught on camera, the floor giving way.
Halloween is #1 at the box office with a $77.5 million debut.
The Dodgers have won the pennant. Back to the World Series they go as they take Game 7 here in Milwaukee.
That's right, everybody. We're live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 studios. Good morning.
Gonna be a good World Series, Dodgers and Red Sox, yeah. Somebody check out this sweet Spider-Man I drew this
cool,
morning. I'm pretty bored if you can't tell.
Sorry, I just texted back all my friends that been texting me.
That's why I've been drawing Spider-Man. He's not saying a word to me this morning, guys. During the breaks, all he does is text people.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, man.
I got so many friends I got to keep up with.
Is this still your number?
Yeah. You know, and then I got to text all these friends that I've been the terrible friend to because I'm not a good friend. And I don't text people back. I don't call people back. So you know what? If you get a text back from me or a call, it's a special thing, you know? You should feel like, you know, you're very Okay.
No.
No, it's nothing. Nothing special about that. You got to read that text, though, that somebody sent in about the pizza party, because that's so funny.
This is you.
This is me.
Somebody had a Dex moment this weekend. Awkward introvert moment at the pizza party. I got there a little after 1. There was no pizza, so I was just wandering around, and I ended up standing next to you two. Didn't say a single word. Got a little nervous.
I wonder who it was.
I know. We don't know.
Who was standing next to us? They didn't say a word.
It was hard because we were trying to, like, conversate, but we were, like, you know, we had to tally everybody, and we had to, like, do the hand stamp and then give the rundown of, like, all right, the plates are over here, pizza, salad bar, soup bar, drink cup over here.
Mm-hmm.
Village Pizza went all out.
They did. So shout out to Village Pizza. Thank you again. They were seriously making pizzas so fast.
Yeah.
Nonstop. I mean, it was crazy. And then some of you out there need to learn manners.
Oh,
what?
I'm so glad you're bringing this up.
What are you talking about?
We got there at about 11:30. Hadn't eaten lunch. Dex and I had been doing the
starving.
morning show. We were so hungry.
I'm
And I'm going,
hangry.
you know what? I'll wait until, like, there's a lull, and I'll grab some food.
There's not going to be no lull.
There was no lull.
There's no lull.
Couple hundred people walking through the door of Village Pizza between noon and 2 because they had the Star 88 app, which was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going, man, I'm really hungry. At what point do I, like, take a break and grab some food, or should I wait till the end? You know what? I'm just going to wait. And then about halfway through, I looked out, and there was no pizza.
No pizza
right?
was
like,
gone.
And there are people, like, standing waiting, and and then they come out from the back with these amazing looking pizza pies, and they set them down, and there'd been these people like standing around waiting, and who's the first person? Who's the first person to grab a slice of that old pizza?
Sam Swan swoops in and steals the whole pot. What?
Dexter Tooth.
Yeah, I went for it, guys. You know what? I've been working hard.
It
you know,
was
I had to
hilarious.
hand the marker to Steve-O constantly because people were asking for Steve-O's autograph constantly. So I was like, here's your marker, bro. I'll take a picture. It's cool. So then I had worked hard. My stomach was just grumbling and I was hangry. And so I went for it.
Yeah,
and
he did. I look over and he's got he just got a plate full of pizza and salad and everything.
Woo!
I'm like, what the heck, dude?
But here's the thing. So I'm sitting there waiting in line because I jumped in line. I'm like, I'm going for it. I deserve some salad and some pizza. So I'm waiting in line, and the person in front of me, there's 4 pieces left, and there's 10 people in line. Yeah, guess what this person does?
Grabs all 4.
Grabs all 4. Grabs all 4. The piece, grabbed all 4. And everybody in line's going, are you kidding me, man? You just grabbed 4 slices?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's cool, man. So I waited.
It was a good time.
I went back to the salad buffet.
It was a really
had more
good
salad.
time, guys.
Had more salad. Yeah,
Really
it was
good
good. Yeah, but thanks for coming out. It was a lot of fun, and we're gonna try to set something up again down the road.
TJ was there.
TJ
He
showed
said,
up.
I consider myself middle of the road as far as introvert, extrovert. Didn't really talk to anyone beyond you two.
Yeah, it was weird, and I was uncomfortable a lot of times, but
you
we made
put
it through
yourself
it.
out there.
Yeah, there was a couple people that I recognized from Facebook, and it was like I saw them coming our way, and I'm getting all excited, and they just looked at us and then went right and totally didn't even come over. And I'm like, oh no, oh man. Yeah. So I even went through the crowd a couple times to check on people, and that was kind of awkward and weird. But
listen, guys,
social gatherings are weird.
Yeah, but
I don't know if we should do it.
I'm
again.
glad and thankful for every single member of the Stormy that came, because there were so many afterwards who were like, oh, I really wanted to go. I got nervous, or I
pulled up and then just couldn't get out of the car.
I just couldn't do it. And I'm like, come on, man. It was a party. That's what you got to get out there and have fun.
Yeah.
You got to talk to so many rad people. It was a fun time.
Yeah, but it's confusing too, because it's you walk in, it's what do I do? Do I go straight to the buffet, or I go to the table and meet the guys first, or how does it work? Even a couple Stormy members were going up to pay. They were like, no, we just want to pay. It's cool. We have the app downloaded, but we just want to pay. And we're like, what? No.
Yeah.
It's just for you.
Rosalind says, I like how I told Cruz I was jealous she went, how I couldn't go because of work, and she totally called me out and said, I actually went into work early so I could take an extended lunch to be there. Boom!
Boom!
And we saw her there in her Dodgers hoodie.
Boom.
Sporting it like a champ.
I love that. That's good, man.
Yeah. Good job, Cruz.
Good job.
Way to be a real fan.
You guys did great. You guys did so great.
See, Sam says, I've seen Steve-O at Costco at least twice, but I don't want to interrupt the family time.
Yeah, you
Dude,
don't want to ever
please
do that with
interrupt.
Steve-O.
I hate Costco. What?
Steve-O will he will probably be like, dude, I'm with my family, okay?
Oh my God.
Do you realize I'm trying to get appetizers right now?
That has never been a thing.
Okay, fine.
Never been a thing.
I know. You'd never do that. I know. Man, this picture, you got to share this on the Facebook page, because this story and picture is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
There's a photographer named Daphne Ben Nunn. Wow. He captured it might be a girl. This person captured the moment a baboon and her infant recreated the scene from The LionKing. That's not the
Scar.
right. I was
That's
hoping
the
it
wrong
was
song.
What's that song called? What? No, not that one.
I mean, technically, it is the Circle of Life.
Unbelievable.
That is the Circle of Life.
Yeah, but I need the
But you
beginning.
need
Lion King. Let's see here.
The photographer was on a trip to Zimbabwe, and seriously, I lost it.
Kind of.
That's not it. That's not it at all.
Go to YouTube.
38 years old and just happened to have the camera ready at the perfect moment, because is that a baboon?
Yeah, it's a baboon holding up the baby.
Holding up the baby exactly
It's so cool, man. Like, here it is.
Oh, man.
Here it is, Lord. Thank you for this beautiful baby baboon. I want to know, because I was hoping in the story that maybe there was like an expert on baboons that
It was
could,
like, that's where they got it from.
Well,
that's
yeah,
where
like,
Disney got it from.
What's
It's a
the
thing.
baboon doing? You know, like, what's the purpose? And Steve-O brought up a good point off the air. He's like, I bet you anything, it's like looking for something on
like
the
a bug.
Yeah,
or
because they like to pick things, right?
inspecting, Like,
maybe it's like just inspecting like the back of the baby, or maybe it's like, thank you, Lord, for this beautiful gift you've given me. Yeah, you know. But man, that probably puts you on the map, right? If you're like a photographer and you get that shot, that's probably the shot that like gets you like in, like you made it now. This is the guy, you know. They said they were all in the same group, so no harm was done to any of the animals. The scene was made famous. 19. Okay, that's the scene in the famous.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, there's not much more information about
There's
it.
no
but
other animals
you should
around
post
the
it. It's
rock,
pretty
which is
cool.
kind of a bummer.
It's pretty
you know,
cool.
like if there were like elephants and zebras and everybody else like bowing, it'd make it a little more realistic. But
here it is, guys.
Hakuna Matata.
That's
not
actually
it
not the
either.
right
That's-
song. That's yeah.
What a wonderful phrase.
Here it is, guys.
I can see what's
Nope,
happening.
that's not either. All right, let's see here.
Have you seen The Lion King? Scared me half to
I love this. It's my favorite thing.
Caption for the photo. Thank you, Lord, for this baby baboon, which we are about to receive. What? No, that's...
Here, I'm going to recreate it.
Okay. Ready?
You're so heavy now. Gosh.
really
Lose some weight,
hurt,
fatty.
man.
Lose some weight. Man, I used to be able to just throw you up above my head. It was like last year I could do that.
You like dug your bony fingers into my ribs, man. You're too thin. You have no muscle mass anymore. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Yep. Are we just going to listen to this the whole time?
I just wait for it, guys. Wait for it. You're gonna get the goosies. It's gonna feel so good.
Nope, that's not it. This song's really taken a while to get to the. Okay.
Here we go, guys. You ready?
Just gonna post this to
It's a
our
Monday.
Facebook
You're
page
feeling
so
down. You
people
don't have
can
any
see
friends.
this.
You don't have any friends. You're all alone.
Yeah.
This song is gonna just fire you up, man. It's gonna make you feel. It's gonna give you that charge that you need on a Monday. It's the
You sound like a villain from Temple of Doom.
I sounded like my grandma at a Pentecostal church.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's a good song. I actually don't like The Lion King. Not a big fan. It's cool though. 505-338-3700. Did you post it on the
How is
Facebook
nobody
page?
this photo hasn't taken off? Apparently nobody cares. Nobody
Wait,
thinks
what?
it's funny like us.
539 likes. That's it?
539 likes.
Are you sure?
Come on, bro.
Wow.
Come on. Come
What
on.
are people saying in the comments?
Let's see.
Yeah, read the comments. They're
Okay.
like, "Oh, we'll see this all the time."
I can't read most of them. Yeah. Other languages.
Hit translate, bro.
Wiesen moose. Which translates to it's a really great picture, thumbs up.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meet
I see somebody's like, I'm a writer. Can we chat by phone? People are like reaching out. This is gonna go viral, man.
Yeah.
I guess it hasn't gone viral yet.
Amazing shot.
Yeah, man.
Somebody said you're making me want to stay home and just watch The Lion King. You have a responsibility. By the way, photographer, she, bro.
Yeah,
She.
dude, good job, man.
Yeah, you're doing my research.
That's cool.
Yeah, it took the whole 8 seconds. She's an award-winning photographer specializing in wildlife and children photography. She was on a trip to Zimbabwe and captured the opening scene of The Lion King.
You know what? I'm gonna try to book
with
her
the
for an
real
interview.
animals.
I'm gonna try to get her on the show.
Somebody said, but isn't there supposed to be a live-action Lion King movie? What if that was it? That was actually spoiler alert. That's the intro of the new Lion King
Yeah,
live
can you
action
imagine?
There really is supposed to be a live-action Lion King movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
But if it's anything like the Aladdin movie, I want to see it.
There are so many just beautiful, creative people out there in the world. You know, God gives each of us all these abilities and gifts. And I don't know if you saw this over the weekend, but there was a Hawaiian singer who reinvented the national anthem.
What?
Did you hear this?
Got to be careful when doing anything with the national anthem.
I know,
bro.
right?
America, bro.
I want to see what you guys think about this, because I've never, in my 39 years of living on this earth, ever heard the national anthem sung like this.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
23 minutes later. I'd have been like at the football game going, oh my gosh.
What do you think, dude? You like it?
This is taking forever.
You like it?
Still going.
That our flag was still there.
Oh man.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner get waved?
What do you think, man?
For the land
How do you feel right now? Talk about your feelings. What emotions?
Listen, bro, the anthem is about America. It's not about you and your stupid
Oh,
remake.
wow.
And the
Okay?
whole
Really?
Listen, we get it.
Wow.
Got a lot of time on your hands living on an island. Just you and your ukulele.
Do you hate Hawaiian?
This is a 43-minute version.
Sure, guys. He hates Hawaiian Punch. You didn't like that?
Hawaiian Punch does have that weird kick.
Get out of here.
I don't like Hawaiian Punch. It's like an odd. Nah.
What?
No, I'll pass.
Do you really? Are you being honest? Do you really like
love
that?
Moana.
You didn't like that?
Nah.
Really? I thought it was really good.
Paul says this makes me want to move to Canada. Cruz says
What?
I like it. Bill says it's heresy.
Oh my gosh! You kidding me? You guys didn't like that?
I mean,
You guys don't like a nice
Dento says
ukulele?
it's passionate, bro. Michael says this is like the end credits to a movie. Kevin likes it.
Oh, I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
But I like that kind of music.
Somebody said, hey, this is 100 times better than Fergie's rendition. That's very true. Yep. Multiple people chime in on that.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of like it. It's got an Elton John vibe.
It does. You know, I was going to say the same thing.
Dex searches for songs for 10 minutes, sings along for another 5 minutes.
Oh, you know what? Hey.
I don't really like The Lion King, though. That was literally, it was a proper representation of the last 15 minutes of the show.
I thought it was beautiful, man.
Floyd Incia says he had to remake the anthem because he couldn't hit the original notes, dog.
Oh,
Okay.
can you see?
Can you see? That's good, dude.
You can't sing along to it, though.
By
Sing
the
along to it.
dawn's early light.
That's all right, man. You don't have to sing along. You don't have to sing along. That's one you don't sing along to. That's one that you just you sit back and you marinate. You're thankful for all the men and women that served, that died for us, that we are Americans, that we are free. We're so blessed. You don't have to sing along all the time, man. You just shut your eyes.
What?
Put that hand over your
Jared
eyes.
says he loves it, America.
Your eyes? What?
Somebody said, nah, too embellished. Didn't like it.
Gosh, man, you guys need to get out and get
Somebody
cultured.
said, however, that Hawaiian version is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I'll take that any day of the week.
What's so
Oh, here we go.
proudly we hailed.
Somebody said, cool artistic interpretation, but not my cup of tea. I prefer the original. Also, is that a guitar or a ukulele?
It's a ukulele.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a yuki.
Ukulele.
It's a yuki. That's
Somebody
the
said-
thing. You can appreciate it, though. Respect it, man.
But
Even if you don't
Looper
like
says,
that type.
Stop trying to make the national anthem your own. I don't care how well you can sing. Just do it with something else. This is the national anthem.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so disappointed right now. I really thought that this was going to be amazing, and everybody was going to be like, that's the greatest national anthem I've ever heard. Let's hear it one more time.
Nope. Most people are just saying nope, no, 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 no.
Wow. Unreal, man.
Sam says Desperado vibe. Yeah. Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, guys.
All right. Your
What
band.
was it for?
Your band.
was
Let's
it for?
see. It was the University of Hawaii football game on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it even says some people like it, some don't.
Yeah.
But it was definitely different. Apparently, Willie K is a big deal in Hawaii. He was nominated for a Grammy when they started giving out Best Hawaiian Music Album in 2005. So he's a big deal, guys.
Loved him in Lilo and Stitch. Okay. Banner yet wave for the land of the free. Where's it going? I don't know. Oh, it's still going.
Yeah. Hold it. Beautiful.
Aaron Neville, everyone.
Beautiful.
And go.
Totally.
No!
The break.
Oh, he went high. He was going for it.
Wow.
Somebody says, oh, Brandy really liked it. Hey, he's a great singer. Just don't do that with the anthem, Looper said.
Get out of here.
Somebody else said, no.
Wow.
I think it would have been great on a CD, but sing the anthem properly. You're at a football game. Okay.
No doy.
I really want some Hawaiian food right now.
Ben says represents America. Diverse and creative.
America, guys, America. Gosh, man. How bad do I want to go somewhere tropical right now? I'm telling you. This desert thing isn't working out for me very well. You know, I just can't anymore. I just can't, and I'm ready to get out of here.
Somebody says I'm part of a ukulele enthusiast group, and they were blowing up about this over the weekend.
Oh, that's cool. See, if you're into that thing, I think that would be pretty cool.
Somebody said, what's next? A rap version? No, thank you.
Ugh. Whatever. Whatever, guys.
You're gonna be okay, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
You really thought people were gonna like that.
Yeah, I did.
I guess
Got
you
my
just don't
hopes
know
up.
America like I know America.
Yeah, that's true. All right, guys, it's Monday. Thanks for joining us. We love you. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. If you guys want to chime in, watch the show, hang out with us. We upload every day, so if you missed the show, you can go back and watch. Just search Star 88 FM. You can also download the app to your phone. And we're on iTunes. Just search Morning Invasion.
Dude, I got to give a quick shout out to my boy Paul over at Hotel Chaco, listening this morning. Had such an incredible time with my wife for our anniversary.
Dude, Paul.
Thank
you,
There
Paul.
only 2 people left in studio clapping? What
They all
happened to our
went
studio
home, man.
audience? Wow.
They
I
all
guess
went
it's
home.
9 o'clock.
They all cleared out during that performance
The late
from our
shift
Hawaiian
was
brother.
terrible.
All right, we got to take a break, guys. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call us. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
We're going to talk about nose warmers when we come back.
I'm sorry, what?
I can't wait to talk about nose warmers with you. All right, we'll be right back.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
Jesus, when the disciples tried to get in the way of him blessing some of these kids, the text says he was greatly displeased. Did you catch that? Greatly displeased. That's not strong enough. Another translation sheds some light on his true reaction when it says, Jesus was irate and let them know about it. He was irate and let them have it. And they got an earful on that day. What did he tell them? He said, don't push these kids away. Don't you ever get between me and them. Dang. Don't you ever get between them and me. Someone would say mama bear, right? It's like, don't you get between me and these kids. Because the disciples thought, get the youth out of here so we can get back on track with this movement that you're trying to get going here, because that's powerful. What they didn't know is what Jesus was building was a youth-led movement, and that is at the very heart of the kingdom of God.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusco.com. This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Let me tell you, oh my friends, about this joy I'm living in. Let me take the mic, go on and testify how I was dead and then I came to life. No more living in the dark of night. No, everything's alright. I've been changed. I've been saved. Brand new day. I've been changed. I've been changed. Tell me why would I turn? There's no end to the love I found. Future's bright and there ain't no doubt. I've been changed. I've been changed. All my heartbreak fades away like a book when you turn the page. Let me take the mic, go on and testify how I was dead and then I came to life. No more living in the dark of night. No, everything's alright. I've been changed. I've been saved. Brand new day. I've been changed. I've been changed. Tell me why would I turn back now? There's no end to the love I found. Future's bright and there ain't no doubt. I've been changed. I've been changed. I've been changed. I put my hands in the air 'cause I know you're there. Your love did something magical. I put my hands in the air 'cause you heard my prayer. A transformation radical. I put my hands in the air 'cause I know you're there. I know it's supernatural. I put my hands in the air 'cause you heard my prayer. I've been changed. I've been saved. I can feel it. Brand new day. I believe it. I've been changed. You know I believe it. Tell me why would I turn back now? There's no end to the love I found. Future's bright and there ain't no doubt. I've been changed. I've been changed. Let me tell you now. I've been changed.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
You ready for song? Are you ready for
I've
song?
been waiting for you to drop it all morning,
guys.
bro.
I wrote this song
Here we
for
go.
you, Stormy.
Mystic. Thought you
Ready?
could hit it right there.
Hey, my song. You butt out.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Here we go.
Yeah. Here we go.
I've been sipping on that coconut from Hawaii, sipping on it all day long. I like to sip on coconut.
I had coconut water this weekend.
Coconut.
It's really gross, actually. I'm not a fan. Go ahead.
If you call us right now, I will say You are so. You know what? You messed me all up.
Really
you threw me off, dude. You
this,
threw me
man.
off.
You were never gonna get
You
it.
throw me off every time, dude. I
sorry.
nailed it earlier this morning when I was all by myself. Like, I nailed it. It was so perfect.
I think you get overwhelmed because you think about it and you're like, just do it, man.
Well, anyways, good morning, everybody. No more song from me.
Okay.
No more. Welcome to the show. Live on Facebook and YouTube at Star88FM. Go hang out with us. Share the pages. Go follow us on our new show. It's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. We had our second episode this weekend we filmed, and it was awesome, man. It was really cool. We got to hang out with Jeremiah Bitsui. He plays Victor on Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Yep.
And he went into the sauna.
He did.
And
what a solid dude.
We got to hang out, and at one point we thought he was going to die.
This is also true.
Yep. We we're going to say
Good
anything
thing
else.
we signed
Gotta watch.
waivers.
Yep. So it was great, man.
Gotta
it was a lot of
watch
fun.
on the old YouTube stuff.
Yeah, we're excited. I'm just excited to see the first episode, man.
Mhm.
I really am. It'll be out in a couple years. It'll be great, and we'll let you know. That's the thing that stinks. We want to bust out like 8 of these episodes before we actually start putting them out to you guys. So, Starmy, thanks for calling in. Love your face.
No.
Thank you.
Oh.
I love it too.
Do you really?
I do. My face? Yes, of course I love my face. God gave it to me and it's wonderful.
Perfect.
Anyway,
Say it back.
I called because I have a bone to pick with Dex.
You should totally say it back.
man,
to me.
these
are my favorite calls.
Your
Thank you,
song
caller.
reminded me that days and days and days ago,
Oh,
I
no.
wanted to call in and yell at you about your pumpkin spice song.
Oh, man.
Really?
How dare you,
Oh,
sir?
wow. Okay, well, let's.
So I take it you're a fan of
Jeez.
pumpkin spice? Or...
Yes, I love it. It's the best part of fall. I buy pumpkin spice Cheerios. They're so good.
Are you
Oh
sure?
my gosh.
I don't think I was the one who did
You know,
that
it's like
song.
it's chemicals and it's making your tongue numb and you're gonna prematurely lose hair.
Wow.
Well, the best thing about the reason that those ingredients go into pumpkin pie is they're warming ingredients, ginger and cinnamon and nutmeg. And in the pumpkin spice Cheerios, there's actual pumpkin puree. It's so good.
See, and I get pumpkin pie. That's my favorite pie. So like I'm with you on
It is
that.
good.
Yeah. But
Wow.
you know, I just can't get behind like fake coffee with chemicals. Like that sounds really horrible.
Yeah, it
sounds
does.
really
Well,
really
then
horrible.
try the Cheerios because it's not.
You know, don't be promoting stuff on our show. Hey,
But
lady.
here's the problem. Here's the problem with Cheerios. When I was a kid, I always wanted like the cool cereals. You know, like all of my friends were like Frosted Flakes and Lucky Charms and all these things. And my mom always got me Cheerios, not Honey Nut Cheerios. Cheerios, and then made me put real
That's what I
honey
grew
in
up
them.
with.
It was like
You're crazy.
put-
That's what I did.
You put real
That's
honey
what
in
we
it,
did.
and it's
It
kind
was
of
a
like
lot
having.
healthier.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, but
It
I didn't
actually
want
tastes
healthy.
better to me. I don't know.
Listen, lady, I'm a child, and I want as
Lady,
a child.
hey, this is divorced and disabled Rachel,
Listen,
friend.
divorced and disabled
Yeah.
Rachel.
And you
like,
know what?
As a child, nobody
Why
wants
you calling
that.
me out? I'm not the one who did that song that you're talking about. It was probably some other morning show.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't listen to any other morning show, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah, right.
Clearly.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for only listening to us, even when
Yeah.
Dex besmirches your terrible
yes,
choices.
but I turned it off when he was singing about pumpkin spice because
Well, it's good to know.
it hurt my soul.
Wow.
It hurt my
Wow.
heart. You poked my heart.
Well-
You poked my heart.
I love your face.
She's never gonna say.
I
it
love
back.
your face. Say
Yeah,
it
don't
back.
say it back.
Say it
It's
back so I can hit the gong.
Thank you so much
Say
for
it back.
calling Divorced Rachel.
I'll play the pumpkin spice song again if you don't say I love your face back.
No!
Fine, I'm playing it.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Wait.
Here we go.
I'll have a Trenta no foam 5-shot half caffeine.
You
no
did it.
foam,
All you had to
pumpkin
do
spice latte.
was say I love
no
your
foam
face back.
At 210 degrees.
Yeah, too late.
I hate pumpkin spice.
He's singing it live, guys.
Invading my whole life, you know.
Okay,
And today
I
I'm
gotta
bringing
go
you
because
too
I've
late.
been calling in because my allergies.
Can't hear you.
I sound awful.
Good to hear from you. Thanks
Please
for
take
doing this to
my
us.
advice.
Oh, he's still going on.
To pumpkin spice, let's
Think you're
just
killing
say
her.
no.
You're killing her.
I started on lattes, but then quickly spread to butter and toothpaste and big loaves of bread. There's pumpkin spice
It's
Clorox,
catchy.
pumpkin spice
It's so
pizza.
catchy.
I'm asking that we all
so
cut
catchy.
pumpkin spice loose.
Yeah.
Adding a new pumpkin
So so great.
pizza to its menu. And if you like that,
All you had to do is say, I love your face back. You couldn't even do that.
I hate pumpkin spice.
I don't think I can.
Nope.
And I'm gonna say it twice so you know.
Tucker
What'd you
is
say?
the crazy.
Wait, what did you say? What did you
She had to
say?
go.
What did
She had to go.
Did she say it, guys?
No, she didn't say
I'm gonna
it.
say did she say it?
No, she didn't say it. No, you can't gong somebody when they don't say it.
Hey,
That's
she
the
said it, dude.
rules, man.
I'm
the
pretty
rules
sure she said it.
state.
Pretty sure. That's the new thing, man. It's my new catchphrase. If
That's
you
actually- no,
call
it's
in,
really not a
I
thing.
say, I love your face. I don't even have to say it. You could say it back to me. And then I hit a gong. It's so cool. The gong. I get to hit a gong. I was thinking, though, maybe maybe we don't allow people on the show. Like we immediately hang up on them if they don't say, I love your face.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to agree
That'd
with
be
that.
a great rule
it's
because
not
then they would be forced to have to
Nothing
say,
says,
I love your face.
Nothing says I don't really love you, like forcing
That'll
somebody
be the new
to say I
thing,
love
guys.
you.
We'll try it out.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
I don't think that's the
We'll see what happens, see how it works.
Probably
But
not the
all right. Anyways,
Should-
I want to talk about nose warmers.
Okay.
Okay. Think about this.
Yeah.
When you're out in the cold,
Yeah.
what usually gets cold on your face?
Well, I'm going to go with nose because that's what we're talking
Wow,
about.
man, you nailed it.
I mean,
You
I will
nailed
say
it.
it's very true. Your nose does get really cold.
Steve-O, look at these things.
Oh, my gosh.
There is a new thing out called
This
nose warmers.
is real.
And it says they're ridiculous. I say no, they are not ridiculous. It's basically it's a small winter hat on your nose. Is what it is.
Guys,
it's a
this
small
really
beanie
it looks
for
like
your,
a pirate patch. Like
Yeah.
it looks like a patch.
It's a beanie for your nose.
for your nose.
I've
But it
ordered
looks-
I've ordered
this
us
is-
one, so we're should be getting them sometime soon because it's going to be so cold. Would you walk around with this thing, with this nose warmer?
No. No.
She looks like a bird. See, it could look like a beak almost.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen this year. And I've seen some pretty stupid things this year.
No, I mean, I like it. Nose warmers, guys.
Man.
Hey, go ahead, Starmy. Love your face.
Okay.
I love your face.
Oh, see? See? You get the gong.
No,
You
no,
get the gong.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand.
What?
I love your face.
I love your face.
No, he said I love your
Okay.
face.
Thank you.
I love your face.
Thank you. Bye.
Beautiful.
Wait,
Okay,
that's
bye.
it? Oh. Okay, well.
Did he say faith or face?
I'm pretty sure he said faith.
Ugh.
I love your faith.
Well, it's close enough. I'll give you the gong anyways.
Sure.
It's cool.
Sure.
man.
Yeah.
See, more people are calling than ever now that we started this thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, people usually are texting. You don't get anything cool if you text. You know, but if you call in, you get a gong. You get a cool gong noise.
I mean,
Listen to that. Listen to that. That's beautiful. We got a gong set up in the studio and everything. It's beautiful.
okay.
505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in. All right, back to these nose warmers, okay? They were invented by a woman named Sally Steele Jones in England. She sells them on her website in a bunch of different styles, including fleece, wool, leopard print, more. Okay, if you want one, okay. So, we can't talk about that because we're non-com. But anyways, you should Google them. Nose warmers. They're actually they'd be a good little stocking stuffer for the holidays. Maybe a good little birthday present for somebody, or maybe a friendship gift. You know, give it to a friend.
This
Maybe
is
that
really
Starmy member could give these out to his friends that never want to invite him to parties.
really pretty much the dumbest thing I've ever seen. However, if you, in fact, love your face, you should get one because it keeps your nose warm.
My nose gets
This
super
is
cold.
so stupid.
When I'm running, it gets super cold.
Is it because you don't want to look like a bank robber, so you can't just put like a handkerchief over your whole face?
I mean, but that's... Think about that. If you put it over your face, then it gets all weird because you're breathing into the thing and it gets all wet.
This
and
looks
slobbery.
so dumb, guys.
This just goes over your nose, man.
It looks like an old costume from childhood, like a little bird beak.
I gotta
but
hear this
just
woman.
over your nose.
I gotta hear the news
Okay.
report.
So there's a fall chill in the air.
Talk to
Time
me.
perhaps for the scarves, the hats, the gloves, and the nose warmers. Yep, nose warmers, like earmuffs for your nose.
Why you got to be like that, lady? Huh? Like she's mocking the nose warmer. That
Nah,
is
man.
That's,
Clearly, it's for people who don't want other people to know they're lying. Sweet Pinocchio reference.
Oh my gosh.
They're real, and they're really gaining social media traction. The nose warmer company, based in the UK, makes them in all kinds of fabrics, from wool to faux fur to fleece. They're about $7.5.
I can't talk about that.
$10.
Okay.
Look, you can even personalize them too.
Oh,
the
they
creator
look
got the idea
so
when
dumb.
she had a
We get little Starmy nose warmers.
Okay.
You know, like a star.
Yeah.
Yeah? No? Anyway?
quote, genuine cold nose. For anyone who thinks they look silly, she says, no more silly than a red bear nose.
Okay.
You know what, lady? You know,
Raylan says, what happens if you sneeze while wearing a nose warmer? Yeah.
I mean, it's probably easy to like take it off and then sneeze. So.
Yeah. Somebody said my ears are actually the thing on my face that get the coldest. Yeah.
I love your face too, Kay. Kay just texted
Dex
me. I love
says,
your face.
Dex says, they said, Dex, try face shields. They keep you real warm and you feel like you're breathing fresh air even though it covers your nose and mouth.
See, but I don't want something that covers my mouth. That's the thing. I don't like that. I've done that before. Face shield mask. Oh. What were you laughing at, bro?
Nothing.
See, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to look like a gang member.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah, everybody's gonna think I'm in a gang, especially in Albuquerque.
Man.
That's terrible. That's the worst thing I could wear. You know, no one's gonna mess with me if I have one of these nose masks.
Oh, yeah.
Nose warmer.
Totally. Oh, man.
I think it's a great invention. You know what? I'll give my nose warmer to somebody else. I won't give it to you.
That's fine.
You know, I got you a
just feel
Raider
like
one. I got
after
you a
one-
Raider one. I got you even a Raider one.
Like a Raider
yeah.
Nation. Like,
it's got the logo
just
on it and
on
everything.
the ball of
yeah,
my
dude.
nose.
Like the pirate is right there. But you know what? I'll give it to another Raider fan. That's cool. It's fine.
Somebody says, I feel like someone made this who's scared of ski masks because they've seen too many movies of people using them for bank robberies. Seriously. Yeah.
All right, I got another product. What did I say? What did I say? Product?
Product.
Okay. Okay. Panasonic just released a new invention that's straight out of a horrible vision of the dystopian future. I like
good.
this already. Yes.
I hate it. Hate everything about it. Okay.
All right. Picture this. It's the year 2075.
Okay.
Everybody's going to be wearing these, and everybody's going to be miserable. It's called Wear Space.
I'm sorry. It's called what?
Wear Space.
Okay.
So, you know, when you see a horse in a carriage, what do you see usually that the horses have to cover their eyes?
It's like the Daredevil blindfold mask.
It's like the Daredevil blindfold mask for horses.
Yeah.
It's horse blinders, but for people.
For what purpose?
Look at this, dude. Check this out.
Oh, my gosh.
This is such a great invention.
But what's it for?
It's a band that blocks your peripheral vision by wrapping around the back of your head.
No, I got that. I got that. But, like, what's the purpose behind it? They're creating these for what?
To make it so the only thing you can focus on is what's right in front of you, okay? Because think about it, man. There's a lot of stuff happening all around us, okay?
Yeah.
24/7, man. We got ads popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nobody
Just
needs
ADD. Everybody's got it. You put this thing on, and it's only the things in front of you that you can focus on.
Could you imagine wearing that to an interview? You're like, sorry, sir, I just really want to focus on you. And in order to do that,
You
I
walked into
have
that
to
thing on.
wear this.
The inventors say the goal is, quote, to aid concentration by limiting your senses of sight and hearing via noise-canceling technology and a partition that controls your field of vision, okay? This is great. I love this, man. I'm just going to be like a horse. Horse blinders for real people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty dumb, you know? Stupid and dumb. Sorry I brought it up, man. But, you know, did you see the other invention that somebody made? It's glasses that you put on, and any sort of TV, computer screen, it completely blocks it out wearing these glasses. So right now, if you put the glasses on, it'd be a black screen. You couldn't see what's in front of your computer.
Dento says I wanted blinders at the gym so my eyes don't wander. Would that be it? Like you're working out at the gym, you just got these like horse blinders on?
Is that so he doesn't look at other women?
Maybe.
Is that what he's talking about?
Or maybe just not to get distracted.
Yeah.
I know I get distracted, right? You're like, Even if we're working out together and then I get distracted and I forget how many reps I did, and then I'm like, I'm done.
Right.
I did them all.
Yeah. The other day I was wearing my yoga pants, and Steve-O said, "Hey, dude, stop wearing those.
Stumbling block, bro.
You're making me stumble, dude."
Yeah, I can't.
I said,
I
"You know
can't hang
what?
with
Deal
that.
with it, bro.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. Not my fault."
God made me this way. Gosh.
All right. Well, I guess that's enough of that. I'll send your Raider nose warmer back. It's cool, man.
Okay.
It's cool. It's fine. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in with a new invention. Maybe there's something out there that's, you want to tell us about. We're all about it. But I love your face. I want you to know that, Steve-O. I really do.
That's cool, man.
No.
Oh.
Hey, did you know it's National Nut Day?
No.
Yeah, it's National Nut Day, dude.
I was wondering because we've had a few I've had to block on YouTube.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that lately, right?
I don't know.
There's been a lot of crazy people that jump on and start like jihading our page.
Yeah. Somebody said, speaking of inventions, I have an idea for a great invention. They're called earnoculars.
Ooh, I like this. What is
It's a small satellite dish that you insert into your ear and you can hear things far away.
Ooh.
Earnoculars.
That's pretty cool.
No.
It's like Daredevil.
Multiple people have chimed in this morning asking if we've talked about that yet.
Oh my gosh, did you guys watch yet?
Yeah.
You know, I've slowed down on the binge watching when I'm only on episode 5 and it came out on Friday. I usually finish these things in a day.
Nerd talk, bro. We can't.
Nerd talk? You want to do nerd talk?
No, I'm saying that is nerd talk. We can't do that. That's nerd talk.
Let's go talk to the nerds.
Nerd talk. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Nerd Talk. I'm your host, Steven. With me, as always, Joseph. We're very excited to get into Season 3 of Daredevil on Netflix. Daredevil stars
Nerd alert.
Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock, a.k.a. Daredevil.
He's not mad anymore.
He was involved in a terrible accident when he was a child, lost his vision, and it heightened his senses, making him like a ninja warrior. Last season, a building fell on him and he died, but then he didn't really die, but he did go deaf. And you know, when you're blind and then you go deaf, it's really hard to be a superhero.
Yeah,
am I right?
exactly.
So anyways, he starts blaming God and saying that it's God's fault because God made him this and that God took it away. And then this really mean nun was like, I'm pretty sure God still has a purpose for your life. Get over yourself. You're being a baby. And then he does, and he beats people up. That's really
That's basically the first 3 episodes. Good job.
Nailed it.
You nailed it. You're 3 episodes in. I just noticed
Nailed
that.
it. No, you know what? Honestly, Pat says, don't spoil this, Steve-O. We're on episode 3. No spoilers. We'll talk about one aspect of it because I've only watched a couple episodes. I was surprised by the Christian conversation within the show. I was very surprised. Matt Murdock, the character of Daredevil, Catholic, and they've it's kind of just been like a plot device in the past. This season is really honed in on trusting in God, faith, and not just when things are great, but when it's hard.
Yeah, man.
What do you do when you feel like you've worked and given your entire life to the Lord and you're being persecuted or you're being knocked down or something is stripped away from you? And in the very first episode, there's this great reference to Job. And I was surprised by the dialogue between a couple characters about faith, because it sure seems like they got to have somebody on set who's this like who we going to talk to about like Christian culture or like faith and the theology behind the book of Job. And because wow, dude, it's been phenomenal.
You know what it kind of reminded me of is, so there's times, and this is just in the first few episodes of the season, but there's a time, Daredevil, Matt Murdock loses his abilities, because a building fell on him.
Yeah.
And, he's talking to the priest, he's talking to a nun, and they didn't really, they would respond and they would kind of give him answers, but I love that a lot of times they didn't.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important because we always try to fix things, right? Our friend comes to us and they're dealing with a terrible storm in their life. They're going through it.
Yeah.
And instead of just shutting our mouths, we try to fix it for them and try to give them answers when a lot of times we just need to let them go through the storm. Like, they're going to figure it out, you know, because you know they love God. And you know what? Whatever storm they go through, we know at the end, your faith is going to be stronger. You're going to be stronger for it. And sometimes we sit there and we try to tell them why it's happening. Don't do that. You don't need to give us reasons why it's happening. Just be there for them. And I kind of noticed that where the priest and the nuns, sometimes they didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
You know, and I loved that.
Me too.
Because you know Matt Murdock's going to figure it out.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, you mentioned it. When somebody's going through a divorce or somebody's dealing with a death in the family, or they lost their job, or like life's just upside down and they don't know what to do, and we are these fix-it human beings, like by nature, we just want to fix it. So we're like, clearly, bro, you just need an A, B, C, D, and you know, and it's like sometimes it's not that simple because we're in different seasons of our life and God is doing different things. And I've just been really surprised. I mean, it's still Daredevil. It's still a Netflix TV series. You know, it's still like quote unquote mature content. I've been very surprised by the dialogue in this season about faith, because, you know, usually it's like, oh, there's the token Christian character and they get everything wrong, but they've gotten a lot more right than they've gotten wrong. And the idea of somebody going through something and not necessarily just fixing it, but allowing this person to go through it, has been really cool to watch. So I don't know, kudos. Netflix did say they were making more family-friendly and more faith-based stuff now, whereas this isn't faith-based. It's a really, really great conversation of what to do in times of crisis when you are a believer in Jesus. It's so good. Speaking of deaths, R.I.P. Luke Cage and Iron Fist, both canceled over the weekend.
Haha, good. Good. Terrible.
You are out
Terrible.
of your mind.
Could have done better.
You are absolutely out of your mind.
I was watching Daredevil going, see, this is it.
No,
right here. This is it.
Right.
Like, why couldn't they follow the same formula with these other shows?
Because then it'd just be a formula. Are you kidding me?
No way, man. No way.
Nah.
Stick to the formula.
Nah, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Well done,
Here we go.
Daredevil.
Here we go. Season 3, episode 6.
Oh, we're watching it now.
Right now, we're doing it live on the air.
Previously on Daredevil.
Matt Murdock died when a building fell on him. Okay. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Dex, don't you think fall is the primo time in New Mexico?
True enough. When else do pigs fly?
I mean, I was kind of going for green chili roasting and turning trees, but...
Whatever. You just like October 31st when you get to wear a cape and tights to get candy.
Okay, let's not go there.
Okay, but let's go to the Fall Fest on the west side.
I'm there, man. Montano Plaza, Coors in Montano, bounce houses, obstacle courses, costume contests.
And lots of food, and of course, free candy for you, Steve-O, 6 p.m. on October 31st.
It's a favorite night for kids. Let's make it safe at the Calvary Church Fall Fest, Coors and Montano.
Details at calvarynm.church.
For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees like chili rellenos, burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan or gluten-free and offers catering, as well as a rewards program at 1950 Wantabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support.
On Star 88, Jensen Franklin reminds us every sin begins with a thought. That's a solar flare.
Like the rising tide, in my heart I find this peace of mind. With each wave I feel beating deep inside this breath of life. Oh, the way it's moving, it's so consuming. I'm caught in the flow, awakens my soul. The way it's moving, it's so consuming. I'm caught in the flow, awakens my soul. I can feel your arms pulling me into your grooves, carry Your love is all I need. Your love is all I need. Oh, I can feel your rays pulling me into your arms, carrying me through. I know your love is all I need. And I can feel your waves. I can feel your waves. I can feel your
Rich Wilkerson Jr. reminds us that if we desire to lead, we must first learn to follow.
Church is full of hypocrites. Are you just now figuring this out? Yes, you are correct. Church is full of hypocrites because church is full of people, and people tend to say one thing and do another. That's why we come to church. We're in need of a Savior. Anybody thankful that you serve a God who's not a hypocrite, but you serve a God who came and saved you and has always lived out what he says? Apostle Paul said, why do I do the things I don't want to do and I don't do the things I want to do? What's he saying? He said, I'm a hypocrite, but I need a Savior. I don't come to church to be reminded of my weaknesses. I come to church to be reminded of his strength. My God's not a hypocrite. My God provides me grace so I can walk out my race.
That's a PowerPoint on Star 88.
What's going on in the news today?
By the thousands, footsore Central American migrants have crossed into Mexico, heading towards the U.S. But President Trump vowing that if Mexican authorities don't stop them, he will.
We're calling up the military, not the Guard. We're calling up the military.
The ever-shifting story from the Saudis changing again. After first saying Khashoggi died in a fistfight, the Saudi official now making a stunning new claim. One of the accused suspects placed him in a chokehold position. He died as a result.
Police in Georgia are on the desperate hunt to find a man suspected of killing an officer outside of Atlanta.
Comedian Amy Schumer, I personally told my reps I wouldn't do a Super Bowl commercial this year. Hitting the NFL with the advertisers is the only way to really hurt them.
The emergency scene at a college off-campus party following a floor collapse. The chaotic movement caught on camera, the floor giving way.
Halloween is #1 at the box office with a $77.5 million debut.
The Dodgers have won the pennant. Back to the World Series they go as they take Game 7 here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard in the our little news break there. This homecoming party, the video is crazy. There's hundreds of kids just having a good time, jumping up and down, and the floor collapses, and oh my gosh, you see they fall like one level below them. I can't believe nobody was killed. Yeah, 30 people were hurt. I guess they did. Some of them suffered some life-threatening injuries. Or no, excuse me. Fortunately, no one suffered any life-threatening injuries, so that's amazing. So, but yeah, there was a bunch of people that did get injured. Which, if you haven't seen that yet, just go check it out, guys. Good morning, welcome, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Love your face, guys. It's a new thing. It's our new catchphrase. You call in at 505-338-3700. You say, I love your face. You get to talk on the air. That's code for I'm Starmy. I love your face. Okay? It's my new catchphrase. It's going to catch on. And I will even give you the gong. You get the gong sound?
So lucky, Double J.
What?
Is in Hawaii.
What are you talking about?
Saying. What?
What happened here? What? Thanks, friend. I have something in my forehead. You didn't even say what it is.
Oh, sorry. And my blinders on.
Made me look stupid on Facebook and YouTube. I look like I had a giant spider on my forehead.
I'm sorry.
So embarrassing. Anyways. Yeah, you'll get the gong. Pretty cool. Call in. It's my new thing. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in and try it out. What did we say we were going to talk about? You said you wanted to talk about something? Or did we say not to do that?
Well, I had a couple things.
Oh, go ahead. Well, go ahead.
Well, we were talking about Daredevil and the idea of like going through things. Yeah. Charlie Cox, the actor who plays Daredevil, grew up Catholic. And this season, I guess he had a lot of creative input, which is why you're seeing more and more about faith.
That's good.
Which is great. Talking about the idea that like you don't normally see superheroes with religion, if you will.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I like that.
Is there another superhero out there?
In comic books or in film?
Well, I mean, even in
Nightcrawler.
comic book. Nightcrawler? Yeah. What's his deal?
Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're just asking for like faith characters,
Yeah.
characters that have faith.
Any Baptist heroes out there?
Todd Cook.
Todd Cook, everybody.
my
Sam
superhero.
Swan. The Swan.
Dude's got abs like Superman.
Yeah,
so-
he is like a superhero, dude.
I
He's
know.
ripped.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. We were talking about that, and we are talking about, this character played by Charlie Cox is going through something. He's, he lost his hearing in an ear, and he just isn't the same character that he used to be. Sadly, in real life, this happens too. Selma Blair, actress probably best known for Cruel Intentions or Legally Blonde. She was in the Hellboy movies. This weekend announced that she was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis. She's due to star in a new Netflix sci-fi drama, and she opened up over the weekend. She announced it to her fans, but talked greatly about the fact that they have this brilliant costume designer who not only designs the pieces, but she actually had to help her dress because she can't do it.
Oh, that's so sad.
She said she's had this for probably about 15 years, but finding a diagnosis has been amazing again because she at least knows. And so, yeah, she said here's the crazy thing is the producers of the TV show, they found out, as this is getting going, and the TV show, you don't hear about this a whole lot, was so supportive. They assured her that, hey, everyone has something. Everyone's dealing with something. And we're going to help you deal with this. What's incredible is the people that have come out of the woodwork now to support and talk about the fact that that's exactly what it takes, guys. A healthy support group. People around you who are willing to go, hey, we're all in this together.
True friends.
We can do this. What's unreal is she had symptoms for years, never took it seriously until she fell down in front of her brother. And she thought it was a pinched nerve. And she's had this incurable disease for 15 years at least, she said. But she's relieved to at least know and share with her Instagram family that, hey, this is what's going on in my real life. That's got to be terrifying.
My Aunt
for
Louise
someone.
just passed away with MS.
Oh.
Yeah. It was tough, man. Like the last years of her life were just so hard.
Yeah. Yeah,
she couldn't do anything.
She flat out, she said in her post, I'm disabled. I fall sometimes. I drop things. My memory is foggy. My left side's asking for directions from a broken GPS. But we're doing it, and I laugh, and I don't know exactly what I will do precisely, but I will do my best.
Yeah, I saw over there too. Like she just wants to play with her kids.
Yeah.
She just like think about that. You can't hold your kids anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have the energy. I mean, my aunt, she was just bedridden for the last for a long time, man. And oh man, it's a terrible thing. They don't have a cure yet.
Right. So courageous of her to come forward though
Yeah.
and talk about it, especially because it is like you said, they don't have a cure for it.
Yeah.
And so
yeah,
but
if you're healthy right now, dude, really, we should be so thankful for that, right?
Right.
Like I'm sitting here thinking, man, I don't have any injuries. I'm like, everything works fine. I get to go for runs every day. Not everybody gets to do that, People are dealing with different things, and man, we take our days just for granted.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it, guys.
Agreed. Anyways.
I love your face, man.
Yeah, you know what it comes down to? I think sometimes we just got to stop, breathe, and just don't sweat the small stuff. YouTube.com.
Don't sweat the small stuff, guys. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's really a YouTube show, but you can follow us on all those other ones. It's going to be great, man. We did episode 2 on Saturday. Don't sweat the small stuff. Our friend Jeremiah Bitsui almost died in the sauna. You'll get to see that in the second episode. I had to revive him, Thankfully, Kay taught me how to do chest compressions. So, yeah, 30 chest compressions, and what is it? 2 breaths, I think is how you do it. Anyways, he's fine. He's good. And no, we did not have to do CPR on him. But there was one point where I think he swallowed his water wrong, and he almost choked to death. It was terrible, but and then something involving a box cutter too in the sauna. But it'll be great, man. It'll be a lot of fun. So we got Stephen Christian, we got Jeremiah Bitsui. We have so many great guests lined up. You know, Keanu Reeves. I think Brad Pitt might be in one. We're working on John Travolta.
Stop it.
What? No, we got a whole Scientology one that we're going to be doing. It's going to be great. 505-338-3700. If you'd like to call in and say I love your face, maybe I'll hook you up with an oil change or something. Maybe you got an oil change right here. Maybe I'll hook you up. You say the phrase, man. Got it going on. Tell you what. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Don't you giggle at me, dude. I know I'm funny. All right, don't look over here. I'm sick of you cheating and looking over here. Google analyzed searches for Halloween costumes and found the top Halloween costumes this year. Okay? Don't look over here.
I'm not.
What do you think, man? What do you think people are going to be dressed as for Halloween this year? What do you think, man? What do you think the top Halloween costumes are? According to Google, the Googler.
Well, I'm trying to think of the big movies this year.
Google it.
Deadpool.
No.
No?
No, it's not on there,
dude. Captain America.
Wrong.
Oh. Thanos.
Wrong.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man was number 2. Good job.
Oh, okay.
Way to go.
Well, if it's Spider-Man number 2, Iron Man.
Wrong.
Okay.
Iron Man.
Yeah, because they were like big Avengers characters. I'm trying to think of big movies.
That's the only other...
Bradley Cooper from A Star Is Born.
You nailed it. That's number 1. No, it's not number 1. Get out of here.
What were big... Michael Myers.
No.
Oh.
No.
Big movies this year. Help me, Starmy. Help me, Starmy. Fortnite costumes. Really?
That was the number 1 answer, man.
Oh, wow.
Number one answer.
Shout out to Kevin, who hit me with that one. Fortnite costumes.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, Fortnite was number 1. Number 2 was Spider-Man. These are the top Halloween costumes this year, according to Google. Number 3 was a unicorn. Number 4 was a dinosaur. Okay, now these are getting dumb. Witch, Harley Quinn. Number 7 was just a superhero.
See, Jarrett said Thanos' gauntlet. We've got Black Panther in there, Star-Lord, Hocus Pocus characters.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Starmy. Love your face.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Oh,
who's this? Go ahead, caller. You're live.
Oh, I'm so glad you're calling in. Welcome to the show, Double J, the inventor of Love Your Face. And
let me ask you a question. Why is it
Who's
that
this?
By the way, say hello to Candace. She's my morning
Candace?
show partner.
Hey, Candace. Wait, good morning.
Oh,
Welcome
man.
to the show.
Candace. And who was the other guy's name? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir.
That would be, yes. Double John.
Right.
Double John?
Yeah,
Double John Air. There you go. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why is it that I'm living, 3,000 miles away from you guys?
3,000.
Yes.
And doing a radio show in the middle of the ocean, and I get a phone call that, these guys are stealing your bit in Albuquerque. And I go, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And they go, excuse me, doesn't the Bible say thou shalt not steal?
What are you talking about? Wait a second here.
I think what happened is he read that one verse. It was like an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And he saw that you were doing Cheaters Hotel and said, you know what? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Which, by the way, what does that even mean, tooth for a tooth?
So Double J, yeah, let's rewind it.
Valid point.
Let's rewind.
I did steal Cheaters Hotel, and I'm doing Cheaters Hotel in Hawaii. I'll give you that.
Oh yeah. That's funny. That's
on a scale of 1 to
kind of
bits.
crazy. Yeah, one of the greatest bits of all time. I mean, I'm sorry, but I never got a call asking permission to use Cheaters Hotel.
No, you know who gave me permission to use Cheaters Hotels? Because technically I didn't steal it.
Yeah.
Go
this
ahead.
Is true.
Go ahead. Tell everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, your best friend, Buckaroony.
Oh, Buckaroony.
Buckaroony.
Yeah. That's funny because he never came up with the bit. I'm the one who named the bit.
Wow.
I think I should be the one that gets all the royalties.
It's embarrassing.
But he didn't come to me
Double
and ask
J,
any permission.
This is how you can redeem yourself in this one in Dex's eyes. He keeps talking about how he needs a break. He needs a vacation. Maybe you just got to get that guy out to an island. Maybe he'll meet people out there. He needs friends. He's just...
Let me tell you
need a
something.
job, bro.
If Dex came out here, okay, and he stayed with me for even 3 or 4 days, he would literally burn down the studio when he walked back into that studio because your studio's on a church. It's debauchery out here. You can't come out here.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Listen, hey, you think I'm lying? Candace knows what I got into this weekend.
It's a mess.
Okay, Dex, listen, you're more than welcome to come out here. I got a couch. I got $1 million view.
If you want a sin-free life, you don't come here.
What, is it like Vegas? Is like Hawaii like Vegas?
Sounds worse because there's nothing else to do. You're in the middle of the ocean. I mean, what are you going to do? Watch Lilo and
Except
Stitch for the 114th time? Just saying.
Well, let's just say there are a lot of drunk tourists that come here.
A lot. And Double J enjoys himself with the tourists.
Well, you know what? Hey, those people need Jesus too.
That's right. So maybe
I'm
Dex,
packing
you can
my
be the
bags.
He's going to try and be the positive influence.
That's right.
That's what he's going to. Yeah.
That's
maybe
what
not.
I was doing. You know what? We sat
That's
down
it.
and had Bible group at 2 a.m.
Double J did a miraculous thing.
Yeah.
Turned water into wine.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
I just waited till she got up and said she had to use the bathroom, and then I literally just switched out a gallon of water for a gallon of wine. Was
Yeah,
like,
see, it's not,
would
that
you
didn't
look
really,
at that?
It's not, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Wow.
so how's everything going with you guys?
Dude, so great. I have a new thing on the show where people call in and I say, love your face, and they say it back. And then I hit a gong. It's really cool.
No.
Right.
We can't tell you what's going on in our lives. You'll steal our original ideas.
Yeah,
we got
you'll
a
steal
really
all
good
of it.
YouTube show coming up, and it's exciting.
I mean, I'm way too busy to do a YouTube show, but I'm interested. I'll go check it out. And
It's
steal
called
some ideas
Don't
from you guys.
Sweat the Small Stuff. We actually have a portable sauna that we take around and interview people in 140-degree temperatures because it's hilarious to get reactions from celebrities when they can't lie and they have to be truthful. So we've gotten a lot of dirt already on some celebrities. So it's been good. And
I would say that would work here, but it's usually 90 degrees every single day.
Yeah,
so,
that's
you know.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, what's the weather there this morning?
It's like it's going to be 60 degrees today. It's beautiful.
Gross. What was your overnight low?
51. 51 degrees.
Yeah. What was yours? What was yours?
Terrible.
51 degrees.
Oh, our overnight
now,
low?
Right now it's 77, and overnight it gets to be like 75.
Oh Lord Jesus, please! I want to go there so bad.
Don't. There's nowhere
I will be
to
your
go.
stump. I'll be your stump boy.
You're a landlocked
Can I be your stump boy?
fool, man. You can't do it.
I'll be your
You'll
stump
freak
boy.
out. No.
All right?
Yeah. Not
Dex,
gonna happen.
Yes.
come on out.
Okay, I'll see you.
Hi, Steve. I didn't even say hi.
Hi,
Sorry,
buddy.
Steve.
That's okay. You had beef. You guys had to tackle that beef, that
Wow.
drama. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
I'm 4 hours earlier than you guys. And so when I get a phone call that says, oh, your buddies are stealing your catchphrase, and on top of it, it's on a religious radio show. And I go,
religious? I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm not religious. I just love me some Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I ain't religious. I just love the Lord. That was my mom's bumper sticker.
You know what's so
growing up.
funny is when I posted on my Instagram and Facebook that you had taken Cheaters Hotel, everybody thought Cheaters Hotel was back. Like they thought Buck and I were doing Cheaters Hotel again, and so many people were so disappointed when they found out that we weren't. But hey, man, you can have it.
You do you, boo.
You can have it. I'll give it to you, but I'm stealing your phrase. Okay.
well, here's the best thing about this is that people can listen to your show in New Mexico, and then they can download the TuneIn Radio app, and then they can listen to us in Hawaii because we're 4 hours later. So by the time your show is ending, our show is just beginning.
Oh, wow.
And I got to be honest. You guys remember how my show was in New Mexico?
Yeah,
Do.
it was very inappropriate, and people probably shouldn't be listening to it. So I dumped that. Nobody even heard anything you just said.
Great. No, it's like that without the inappropriateness because I'm now. Yeah, well, now I'm 3 years older, so I'm a lot more mature now.
That's
Right.
true,
Sounds
you know?
like it,
I mean,
according to Candace.
Candace.
Yeah.
Ask Candace.
Don't ask me anything.
Yeah, you know what? Just quickly, we got a minute here. Let's let you guys interview Candace. Ask Candace some questions.
What's it like, doing a show with this guy? Because he's been fired how many times?
17.
6, 7 times.
I don't know if HR knows that. Maybe we don't want to tell her that.
He goes through co-host
I've never talked about this publicly on the radio, but I'll talk about it publicly on the radio. Do you know why I don't do a radio show in New Mexico? Because they hired a guy named Picasso that came in, and he wanted to hire all his friends. Because now my lawsuit is settled with him.
Oh, wow.
There's a lawsuit.
I feel like I should probably dump all this.
Station not only screwed me over, but they screwed over a bunch of people. I know, I'm spilling the tea this morning, okay?
Probably.
It's hot.
So the tea is hot, as Candace likes to say. Yeah, so, they fired a bunch of people. And now, unfortunately, there are some people in that market that don't really have a spine and don't stand up for themselves. I stood up for myself. So that is the reason why there is no radio show at least my radio show in New Mexico. But I got to be honest, everything happens for a reason.
It does.
I mean, you guys know what I went through with my son and everything. And so, I really needed to kind of get away, and this really was not just a getaway, but a really healing place for me. And Friday and Saturday night, I found out exactly how healing it was.
Okay.
There you go. See? There you go.
Well, I'm happy that you're doing so well. And I'll be out there probably,
first
tomorrow?
of never. No,
Probably-
first of never.
probably
He'll
be there
make
sometime
promises, and it won't happen. So it's okay.
Yeah,
You're
but here's
safe.
the thing, Dex. Everybody says, "Oh, it's so expensive to go to Hawaii."
It's really not, as long as you look it up.
Right. Well, if you're coming in and you want to stay in Waikiki or you want to stay in Colina, you're going to pay $4 or $5 grand to stay here a week.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah.
But if you have
stay
a
on
friend
Double
that you
J's
steal a
couch.
catchphrase from,
I'll see
all
you.
you have to do is say, "Hey, Double J, I want to sleep on your couch." Bro, you realize you sleep on my couch is $1 million view. Candace, am I lying?
No, it's a really nice view, and you save like $300 a night.
Wow.
And you know what? I won't
sounds
even
like a
charge you
timeshare.
resort taxes either, which is another $80 a night.
Wow. See, look at this.
Okay.
Look at this.
All right. Well,
you guys
I'm
have
sold.
fun. I guess I'll just hang back here in the desert.
I'll see you soon, Candace.
Sweet
All right?
invite, though.
All right.
Wait, what about me? You're not going to come see me? You're just going to come hang out with Candace?
Yep, Candace and I. Yep, we're gonna be on the beach.
It's safer
and
that
gonna be
way.
great.
It's really safer that way. Dex has to come back with a job.
Fellowshipping with the people.
That's right. Listen, we're going to drink Jesus juice when you guys get out.
Okay, we gotta
see,
go,
there you
Double
go.
J.
Love
All right,
it.
bye.
Bye. That's Double J. That's our friend. He used to do radio here, and he's banned from Albuquerque.
He is. He is. They said you could stay in America as long as it's Alaska or Hawaii. So those are the only states he's allowed in. Unfortunately, the continental United States of America kicked him out. So that's what happens, guys. Look, the Lord forgives, but there are still earthly consequences for your actions.
So funny.
It's a reminder to all of us.
I'm glad I got the approval to use "I love your face."
Yeah, I hate that phrase. It doesn't even make sense. It just doesn't even make sense.
I'll try something
Hang up
else.
on yourself. Huh? That's a better phrase.
Yeah, then Buck calls in and you know what, Buck? I'm so sick of you.
I thought that was your phrase.
It was, and then he always steals everything. He stole Cheater's Hotel.
Yeah.
And then last time I said that was my phrase, "hang up on yourself," he took credit for it.
Oh, see. I only remember you saying it.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's actually real.
That is real.
That's actually real. I
Well,
really
my
only
phrase.
remember you saying it.
Everybody that remembers Buck and Dex show remembers that was my phrase. That was the thing I said. It was that and robe up. Hey.
Never.
It's time to robe up.
What was that for? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Cheater's Hotel, bro.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Put on the
listen.
robes?
I didn't listen.
Or you just got robed, or
That's
not
not-
that. No.
no.
You just got taken to the hotel. That's
No,
another
that's-
great one. Wow. Yeah, I can't use it anymore because Double J took Cheater's Hotel.
That's fine.
I'm gonna have to listen to his Cheater's Hotel thing. Make sure he's doing it right, though. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's got to operate my franchise correctly. That's the problem. You know, like when I franchise off a lot of my bits, a lot of times people don't operate them the right way.
Can I ask a real question? We only have a few minutes
No.
left to show, but I remember the Stormy needs some help, and I'm like, this is a good question.
This is not a very serious show.
Halloween is approaching, bro.
It's not a serious show.
Here's a real question. Girls can dress up as Spider-Man, Batman, or other male characters. But is it taboo for a dude to dress up as a female character? I really want to go as Samus Aran, but I'm a dude. So...
Of course it's okay. Why wouldn't it be okay?
Samus Aran, by the way, Metroid. That's a nerd thing.
Oh,
Samus is
you
the,
really?
Yeah,
See,
the
gosh, that is
bounty
a nerd
hunter
thing.
in Metroid.
That was the name, huh?
female.
Yeah, I knew it was the
And you
female,
never
but-
knew because it was like you're running around, and you're shooting guns, and
Yeah.
at the end, all of a sudden, it's like the mask comes off, and it's like, woo, 8-bit pixeled long
Yeah.
blonde hair. What?
And every kid was
Samus
like,
is a girl.
"Oh my gosh!"
I just played a whole video game as a girl.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely okay if you want to dress up as a girl. Give me a break. Why isn't it okay?
I mean, like, what do you mean though?
Why can't you dress up as a girl?
I don't know. I mean, I thought we were gonna ask a real question here.
That is the real question. Do you not think it's okay for him to dress up as a girl?
Well, like, what kind of girl are we talking about? Are we talking about like Samus from Metroid, or are we talking about like Elsa from Frozen?
Okay, well, I don't see the difference. I don't think either one would be good.
So if I go as Olaf, since everybody thinks I sound like Olaf, and will you go as Elsa?
Yeah.
Will you be my Elsa?
I actually went as a Powerpuff Girl one year, and that's not a joke.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That show was so funny.
Hey, go ahead. You're live.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
hey,
good morning.
perfect
good morning.
person to ask.
A legend.
Perfect person.
A legend.
Legend what?
A living legend. Yes, go ahead. Living legend.
Yeah.
You threw me off with that. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, dressing up for women is Halloween?
Yeah.
Dressing up for women is
Dressing up
Halloween.
as a woman for Halloween,
Yes.
not for women.
Oh, I'm dressing up as Princess Leia from Return of the Jedi.
Are you really?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll swing by the church and show you guys before I head out trick-or-treating.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
No,
about maybe
it's
like
okay.
3 o'clock, 3 p.m.
Cool, man.
We'll be
yeah.
here.
Yeah, we'll totally be here. Come on by.
Yeah.
At that time.
All right, cool.
Cool,
All right,
man.
we'll see you then. Later.
Woo! It's going to be great for him.
Guys, we're not even going to be here.
We're
It's
so
funny. Thank you so much for calling us.
not gonna be
Stormy.
here.
So much.
See, people are like, I don't know, like mixed reactions. Somebody said I saw a full-grown man dressed up as Elsa for Halloween last year, actually.
Why
He
isn't
even
it
had the
okay?
wig. My eyes are still recovering.
Why? Okay, but let's go back to like, why isn't it okay for a man to dress up as a woman for Halloween?
Oh, okay, I'm like, you better finish that sentence. Yeah, but why isn't it okay for a man to dress up like a woman? I'm like, well, Scripture actually has some things to say about that. But for a Halloween costume, Caleb's now going, well, does that mean I should go as Wonder Woman? I mean...
Okay, if you're bringing it back, like, doesn't it depend on your heart? Like, are you doing it for reasons so you can experiment because you've always wanted to dress up as a girl?
Right. Like, what is the purpose behind it? Because somebody earlier chimed in and said that they had a friend that they were concerned about their kid's friend, 9 years old, wanted to go as a female character from The Descendants, and I looked it up and it was like crazy blue hair and like this wild costume, and I'm going, well, maybe it's just that the 9-year-old thought that was a cool looking costume.
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
yeah.
Are we freaking out about it? Should we? Like, what's the difference? I remember one Christmas when Brody asked for like a Supergirl fortress. Remember that? And it was like they almost looked like Barbie dolls, and people were like, "No way, bro! Dudes don't play with dolls." And I'm like, he doesn't want to play with dolls. He wants to play with these superheroes, and Supergirl's pretty popular.
Yeah,
I'm getting him the dollhouse.
Wow, man. Yeah, I don't know, man.
But I don't know. I'm not responding on this one. If my kids came to me and they're like, we really want to go as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, I'd be like,
really?
Because somebody said, hey, man, nobody knows that the Metroid person is a girl.
You do if you conquer the game.
So, like, say you want to be Black Widow from the Avengers. Like, no, you're a weirdo. Okay.
All right.
Somebody said, no, it's not okay. Then all these youngsters see a dude as a woman and women as a man. There's too much confusion already in this generation. Absolutely not.
Phil, stop texting.
Stop. Somebody said my wife was Olaf once. Olaf's a dude. Is that bad?
No, I don't think. In my opinion, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we're done, guys. We're done. We made it. We made it to 10. Thanks for chiming in. And if you missed any of the show, it'll be up on iTunes, SoundCloud. Also available through Facebook and YouTube at Star88FM. Thanks for chiming in, everybody, being a part of the show. Hit that share button if you get a chance. And, man, enjoy your day, right? I guess out of everything we talked about today, you know, go find some friends. And if you're healthy right now, hey, don't take this day for granted.
Yeah,
Get
man,
out.
just get out there. Stop sweating the small stuff.
Don't sweat the small things, guys. All right? Have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
This is Ground Wire. Ground Wire with Sean Dunn. Ground Wire.
There is no one who will love you as much as the God of the Bible. You may feel that you are worthy of being loved, or you might feel because of the mistakes of your past, negative words that were spoken over you.